We've got a brand new roofing partner, and it's Central Homes Roofing. That's centralhomesroofing.com. Family business for over 30 years locally here. Free inspections, free estimates. Voted #1 best roofer 3 years in a row. Hopefully 4 years now, because Orlando Weekly is coming out with their awards.
I voted for him. I was on there voting for him. And here's something very interesting that they have that not a lot of roofers do have. Over 1,100 five-star Google reviews. They're sitting right now at a 4.8.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's really, really good.
W2 Crews, which is another thing.
That's not a rapper, and that's not Terry Crews' brother.
That means they use their own employees to do the work in your house. A lot of the roofing companies, they use subcontractors, which is fine, but you know that it's Central Homes Roofing.
A little more personal.
Yeah.
A little more personal.
They have a hurricane warranty. This is another thing that Central Homes Roofing does that other places may not, is they don't have some minimum when it comes to roofing repair. You can call Central Homes Roofing even if your repair is under $1,000. A lot of other companies...
that's a big deal for people, man.
Because a lot of other companies won't even send anybody out if it's under $1,000.
Well, then it becomes like a racket, because if you don't have a lot of money, how do you repair your roof?
Yeah, and Central Homes Roofing will do that. So give them a call. Mention Tom and Dan, especially if you're going to do a re-roof, because if you do mention Tom and Dan, you'll get $500 off right away just by saying, hey, Tom and Dan sent me. A BDM is getting a re-roof right now.
Nice.
Because with Central Homes Roofing. So they just started with us. Give them a call. We'll send you something. You can come in and watch the show.
We'd love to have you come in and watch a show. Again, the website, centralhomesroofing.com. Tell them Tom and Dan sent you.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan.
Oh, man, this guy's fired up. He gave me the loud welcome back. Are you mad? You got something to say, bro? All right, hey, Sal's got something to say. Remember when Andre 3000 said that at the BET Awards?
I know.
That's a brave thing to say. He stood up there, and in the heated battle of East versus West.
So it was like 20 years ago?
Yeah, Outkast stood strong and said, hey, Sal's got something to say. Basically saying we're better than both of you. And it was bold. It was a bold move. Put Outkast on the map.
It sounds like a 25-year-ago misunderstanding.
This guy's funny. This guy's got the good. Hey, Outkast is everlasting.
So, anyway... So here's, I was explaining to you, we were talking about the best vacations, and
we're talking about gay vacations.
No. This is unisex. This is best for everybody.
That's fine. I just wanted to be accurate with the listeners. We were, in fact, talking about gay vacations or gaycations.
Yeah. Well, gay vacations are the best. They have the best vacations.
Because they have the most money.
Yeah. They have no kids. Yeah. They're just partying. I imagine... The boofing. That's what I want to do.
Boofing.
Yeah.
They take poppers to open things up. I don't even know what that does. People say, hey, you got to take those poppers. It'll open things up. I don't know what that means, but it sounds insanely fun.
I have an idea. Does that even work like that?
I have an idea. Because when you open it up, here's what I know. And we'll end on this and we can move on.
Why is it always closed?
And then when you open it up, you can spit in it.
Come on.
That's what I know.
No, we can't even say that.
Yeah, you can, because you know what you spit in a cup, you spit in a bowl.
No.
Spit in a hole.
So, you're going to get us in trouble.
I am going to do that. I can't help myself.
I know, you're crazy.
I'm crazy.
Well, that's fine.
Does it make you feel better when I'm just like, yeah. All of it? Because that's what you do, and it works really well, because I call you and you're like, yeah, that's who I am. And then you call me things, and I fight it. I'm not fighting anymore.
Okay, there it is. Stop fighting.
All right, we did it.
It's best when you stop fighting.
Okay.
That's what I've learned.
Rich vacations. We're talking about like really good rich vacations, and then for some reason you just blurted out. You were like, I'm the greatest person to bring on vacation.
I'm jealous of our, one of our, I put him in the top 20 BDMs, Gay Robert.
I love Gay Robert.
And so you made the top 20 list, Gay Robert. Now, that could go down. You could fall.
That was like MySpace.
Yeah. But you've made it up.
Yeah.
I'm not saying where you are, but you made it in the group.
And we don't know any of the other 20. Is this the first of the 20 that has been...
I in my mind, I have...
I know you do.
Yeah. I know who the top 20 are. But some fall out. Some come back. Some I haven't seen in a while. And I'm like, oh, you're out. And
out
then there's
for good, or can you be out for good?
Oh no, you can come back. And then, but there's also a top 50 and a top 150.
Okay,
that's a broader
There's
group.
No like top 500.
No.
Does it? It's like a who's who 500.
No, it's like fantasy football. It stops around 150 because after that it's irrelevant.
Like Apple Podcasts, it used to be like 500, and then they're like, no, just give them 100.
Yeah. But this goes to 150.
Okay,
like fantasy football players because
does it go to 159 by chance?
No, because the after 150, but that 159 could be a difference maker on your team.
You never know. Anyway, so Tom, then you were proclaiming, like you always do. You always have you have a lot of proclamations.
So I was telling you, these sailboat vacations, me and Crystal looked into this because Gay Robert went on a sailboat vacation.
But I think his husband was piloting the boat.
Yeah, I know.
Captaining the boat. I want to get that right.
Yeah, that's a different level. You could rent, this
guy's got the knowledge. He's like, we met him. He's like a man. He's like, get out there. He's like, I know how to do this.
Butler supposedly did this. Which,
I believe him.
He got a group of friends together and they toroed a sailboat in the Caribbean and then went to a couple islands. Although you would think that you'd have to really prove, I don't know how you would prove to the person that you are a competent enough sailor to sail a boat to different places.
Maybe just a waiver of is there a type of waiver that Mo DeWitt would approve where you're basically signing everything away and you're like, you are not held responsible for me doing this?
Sailing is difficult, especially you're trying to go from a Caribbean island to another Caribbean island.
The ocean is difficult. You just start with the ocean.
Even if you were motoring, you're not familiar with where you're going, read charts, you would have to prove to the person. Anyway.
Is that what they say in Sister Christian? You're motoring. What's your price for flight? Finding Mr. Right. You'll be all right tonight. No?
So maybe
does he say we're motoring? I don't know. Anyway, somebody tell me in the chat room.
So you can toro these sailboats, but it comes with the captain, and usually the people that live aboard sailboat, they'll put it out there, and I think there's a website that connects these people now. But you can go and they'll put together a package hey, come out, you fly out to whatever island they're near, and then they'll take you out on the boat for a week and you'll live aboard. And then you you do a little helping them sail. So you may pull up a rope or they'll ask you to do, and that's part of the experience.
I mean, all of that sounds great.
And then
it's like fantasy baseball camp that Garth Brooks went to.
They'll cook for you. They probably set up hey, we go to this beach and then we will barbecue on the beach and then go into this port or whatever. They'll put together a little week sailing trip.
You're taking a little heat from the chat room when you said websites that communicate with each other in social media.
No. These are they'll put together. It'll be hey, do you have a sailboat that you want to put out there?
But they do this on Facebook, right? You can do
you can do it
anywhere. That's what they're saying.
You can do it anywhere, but there are kind of Auto Trader. You could sell your thing on Facebook Marketplace.
Robert's giving us knowledge in the chat room. You can be in our chat room too. Twitch.tv/Tom and Dan Live, or also in YouTube at Tom and Dan Live. Robert says Moorings is a good sailboat charter company to go through.
Okay,
Moorings.
yeah. So it's like that, and then people will put it up on Moorings to promote it. Anyway, the point being, Crystal wants to do this because our dream was to live on a sailboat. And still, to this day, she, every once in a while, when we get drunk, we're what if we sold it all, bought a sailboat, and then learned to sail with our boys, took them out of school, and we'll teach them everything they need. And
that'll help them, too.
Yeah.
That'll really set them up.
All they need is AI. It knows everything, so that's it. There's no need to learn anything.
You don't need to teach them anything.
Yeah. And that's how I think.
Just let the iPad teach them.
Because when I see this adventure, I'm screw it. It's either this or you just live out a normal life.
Well, you can't do that adventure if you're busy teaching your kids. You got to something.
Well, I'm not teaching them.
Something's got to give.
I mean, they're going to learn through the AI will, know, and then the rest will just be sailing. And there's no.
So
class.
Between AI, universal income, and you'll have your sailboat.
We'll do a couple classes at first, and then we'll become lazy and never do it again. And they'll be.
Do you take off after that? Do you still go on the grand adventure? Because there's this old man I've been following that's doing a similar, like he's building a boat to go on a boat trip. But I feel like I've been following the guy for like almost 2 years now, and he has yet to go on his trip. Right?
It's super hard.
It's so much preparation and so much like learning and knowledge that you have to do schooling, and like he's building his boat to make it like really nice so it can be safe.
You're gonna learn the hardest part is not the sailing. I was told this by someone who does this. Is learning the ins and outs of everything of your entire boat, the diesel mechanic, the fiberglass work, the sewing.
So like the maintenance.
All that learning about the boat that takes you the longest time. Anyway, back to moorings and back to doing this trip. So you can go and do this on individual people's sailboats. And I've always been hesitant of it because you're stuck on a small, sailboat with a stranger. And if they're cool, it's a great trip. And if they're weird or not cool, or if they're like our personalities don't mix, then because it's not cheap, it's expensive.
Yeah.
So if it was super cheap, I'd be like, all right, you could handle being in a small sailboat with some, weirdos.
But you don't notice a lot, so you already get a higher percentage level of like getting a cool person. Like you could even get a slightly annoying person and you'd still be cool with them because you don't really notice things.
Yes, but my wife, it will drive her crazy.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
And then when she gets driven crazy, it therefore
she'll be driving you. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. And then she's like, "Oh,
that is the matter."
And she'll be like, "These people are gonna kill us in the middle of the night."
And you're like, "You have to kill them first."
No.
She'll do that all day.
I'm like,
we're gonna kill them in the middle of the night.
And I'm like, "Stop." And
how many times do you have to calm people down and tell them stop in your life? It's a lot, right?
It's mostly what I do.
Stop! Everyone stop!
I'm like, calm down. Nothing's gonna happen.
Everything's fine.
Stop! I do.
You do it a lot.
Yeah. But anyway, but I would be an awesome guest because I'm like, I'll do whatever you say. I'm super cool to hang out with. I'm nice. I'll tell you some stories.
You are nice. You would be fine. I don't know if super cool to hang out with. It sounds a lot like when Sam Flax was trying to tell us to say, hey, say this is the greatest store.
Okay,
yeah. You know what I mean? Like, well, I was just like, I don't want to go that far.
I mean, if I'm paying this person to be on their sailboat, like, they lucked out by getting me because I will cause no problems. I will never complain, even if I should complain. Like you say, like I'm eating some eggs.
We'll definitely give it a beat.
I'll never like say, hey, this is not what I was promised of,
These eggs have pubes in them.
I'll just take, like
you'll just eat the pubes.
Yeah, we're in some sort of industrial island and there's like real bad violence.
Atrocity.
And then they're like, don't get off the boat.
Social uproar.
Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, okay. And then I won't complain. I'll just be like, it is what it is, whatever.
Yeah, they're like, stay on the boat and hide while these, what do they call those people? Bandits. While the bandits kill this village.
And I'll do as much work as you ask me to. They're like, jump in and grab those nets before they sink. And I'll jump in and do it, even though that's not part. I'd be like, should I be doing this? I'm the guest.
Our jet ski's floating away. Swim out to it.
Yeah, I'll do whatever you say. And then I'll tip you at the end. So, like, I'm the best guest. But
you'll only tip, though, if you have the money. Because if you don't have the money, you'll be like, I'll get you later, dog. You're out.
Yeah. I'll be like, I'll promote this on my show.
And I'm sorry. I'm not trying to knock you down in any way. I'm just trying to be honest about certain things. The tipping is a little weird. That's the only one. And then and you're super cool. Not really super cool to hang out with.
I had a horrible experience, you're not getting a tip, I guess. Because if I had to get the nets and I'm in the war-torn country and I'm dodging
watching the atrocities. Chat room, Robert. He is chiming in with an offer to you and to your wife.
Okay, all right.
And I believe this is a dead serious offer. If you and Crystal Van, your wife, come to San Francisco, they will take you out in the bay and teach you how to sail on their own sailboat. Then you don't even have to worry about it. You already know them. You've already met them.
Yes.
Fully vetted.
I did. And I would be willing.
His husband intimidates you, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
He's a more manly man.
Yeah. Well, he's a more manly man than I am. And he doesn't know the show.
And he's the ultimate manly man because he does manly things on a sailboat and then he makes love to a man.
Which
you and I determined in like show number, I forget what show, but show number 4 before of a mediocre time with Tom and Dan. We were talking. I think was it Logic Man Andy?
No.
I think we've danced with this before. That's very manly.
Yeah. The most manly thing you can do is boof another man.
True.
Anyway, that's proof.
That's the proof is in the pudding.
But
shouldn't have said that.
So here's the problem, Robert, is you know the show. You know me and Crystal, right? But
his husband doesn't really.
The husband doesn't,
no.
and then I would feel like
I felt like we were embarrassing ourselves in front of his manly husband. I did.
I would feel like he would be like, "Oh my god!" Because here's what you do: you do everything like so.
He invited 2 Florida trash people to stay on their
So say okay, they
have a guest house you can stay in too. He's sweetening the deal. You can stay in the guest house.
Okay, I'm going to put myself in Gay Robert's husband's shoes. I could easily do it.
Yeah. They're beautiful shoes. They're beautiful.
So
stylish.
I'm a rich, real man, gay man, right? And then I got my.
You look like a real rich gay man.
And I got my boy toy, Gay Robert, good looking man.
Oh yeah.
But he, he's
great ass.
This is, everyone. Okay, may sound.
You're getting very excited about this.
This may sound like an insult, but
Robert, buy the plane tickets. We're doing this.
There are people in life that are along for the ride. And Gay Robert seems like, he's got the rich gay husband. He's the sailing the boats. He's got the monies. And Gay Robert, he's, along for the ride as a partner of this gay real man that I respect too much.
We should be saying his name, but
to ruin his vacation. I don't want to speak his name because
I don't want to speak his name.
I'm sure he told Gay Robert, don't let him talk
about me, especially the little one. That guy's crazy.
He's like, this is kind of embarrassing. I appreciate you like this podcast.
They call you Gay Robert? Why don't they just call you Robert? I don't know. Because it's audio only.
He's going to try to protect you. Next thing you punch my face, you'll easily beat us up. Anyway, so this is why I don't want to go on your sailboat trip. Because
how do you go home after a gay man beats you up on his sailboat with your wife? You and your wife flying home after you got beat up by the gay husband on the sailboat.
Is that if I was Gay Robert's husband and then now, my husband, it's hard for me to
you know what? I'm glad you didn't say partner there. I'm glad you said husband.
Yeah. My husband is now inviting the host of this podcast he listens to from Florida to a trip.
Stay in my guest house and sail my boat.
And the fact that
Robert's giving away his boat.
The fact that I'd be so willing to do it proves, or they're so willing to do it, proves to me that they're way poorer than I am. And this is exciting to go to San Francisco and be on a sailboat.
He knew as soon as he came in our studio. When he walked in our studio, he's like, what kind of flea world garbage is this?
Yeah. So, now I'm nice, and so is he. So he'll be fine, and he'll host the guest.
Robert is laughing. So okay. Right. He thinks this is extremely funny.
Because I'm telling the truth. So then Robert's like, he's like, hey, there's Tom and Crystal here. And then
no, it'd be better. He'd be like, and you guys just show up, and the husband's like, hey, can you grab that? Robert goes, he's like, he does what you do. Robert's like, I didn't really tell him that we're taking out the boat. He just knows that I have some friends coming in from Florida.
Remember the podcaster Tom, him and his wife.
He folds his paper, it out, has to walk in the back room and get a shot of scotch. Because he is not going to like that.
He's like, oh my God, I'm going to take the Florida trash on a goddamn sailing trip now. And then they're like, where are they going to stay? I'll stay in the guest house. They won't cause any trouble. But
they stink.
But I'm clogging the toilet. And then I'm like, hey, Robert,
this guy's been overdosing on creatine so much that all he does is diarrhea.
I'm like, I didn't see a plunger. Do you have a plunger in the toilet?
It's on the boat.
I put a bunch of toilet paper, and my wife put the things.
My wife flushed her plugs.
So we kind of ruined your boathouse, plumbing. They have to dig it all up now. And so then Gay Robert's husband's like, oh my God, they were out on the trip, and I get blacked out drunk. Because
you're excited to go out. You go out to the harbor.
Gay Robert's giving me martinis, and I'm just drinking them like it's
all top shelf. It's all top shelf.
So next thing you know, I'm blacked out, and then I'm standing, holding Crystal in the front of the sailboat.
And you're naked.
Like Titanic. Yeah. I'm like, hey, where's the party? And then it's just embarrassing. And then you're like, Robert's telling his husband.
You're saying weird things.
Hey, I'll make this up to you, I promise. I'm sorry, I got this. And
you're yelling back to the husband that you don't really know that well. You're like, I'm pretty good for a straight, right? Drunk.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, let me ride the dinghy. I'm a boat captain too. And then I get on the dinghy, and then I do that move that happens where I'm jostling the small motor so much that it falls in the water, and then it sinks.
I love that.
And then I'm like, help! He's like, oh God. You ruined my motor.
So I guess you're probably not going to do this.
Well, that's what I would be embarrassed about. Now, if Gay Robert was in charge, then I'd feel entitled, like, oh, he knows me.
No, he's just there to assist.
Yeah. So I would feel like, oh man, this guy thinks I'm some Florida trash. And he's right.
That might be the most rare dream I've ever heard, is the living on a sailboat dream. That one. It's one of the most
so hard
rare.
To do.
Yeah, I mean, it truly is extremely hard. I mean, hard to live on any kind of boat, I think. Like, even like a cruise ship. The people that do that for a couple of years.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know how you do that.
And honestly, the fantasy, it still is a fantasy, though, because it looks so, like...
Does it represent freedom to you? What is that?
Yeah, freedom, peaceful, like, the adventure of it. Because every trip is technically, risky in some way if you don't do it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, just sailing, navigating from island to island. When you go into an island, like, there's different rules. You got to know. You have to start knowing, like, oh, when you go into this island, here's where,
you have to, like, radio into the harbor master. And
and then you have to sign in with, customs. Like, every island will have some sort of customs program. Some of the small ones are, like, real. I know back in the day, people had told me, like, there used to be times where you went to small Bahamian islands. They kind of operated outside of, like, really, like, Bahamian law. And then, like, you would just pay them off. So, but there would always be some sort of exchange. Like, you can't just go to a different island and just get off and wander around.
No, I think people think that.
Yeah, you have to pay some sort of docking fee or you have to go through a process. And most of the locals know. So it's like getting into local culture, and that sailboat life is really just, unbuttoned shirt, you're drinking all the time. And
I don't know if they drink all the time, though. I don't get that vibe from them.
You can't drink all the time.
I think you and I would, like pirates.
Yeah.
And
but that's what the fantasy.
Gross, and we wouldn't sail anywhere.
Because it just becomes day-to-day living. So you're trying to, like, do your, your exercise and, like, all the stuff that you normally do.
Put your sunscreen on, for Christ's sake. Yeah, something as simple as that.
So you don't eventually get skin cancer because you're out of the sun so much. So it's like, and there's so much maintenance. Most of the day is boat maintenance.
What do you think number one sailing commodity? Robert just said in the chat room. Number one sailing commodity you use, like, that you'd be surprised you use the most of sailing.
Cigarettes.
I love that. I love that. I love that
for trade.
Ice.
Oh yeah. I've seen that on. Is it Delos? I think that's
the Delos guys.
Yeah.
They went through a phase. They were sailboat influencers that kind of went through a phase where they were like cool dude party animal single girls on the boat, and now it's a little like not as crazy.
Oh, it's just the family. It's just one guy now and his family. So he's got his daughter. He may have 2 kids now, but it's just him and his wife and his daughter. But my wife still follows them too, and she's obsessed with, like, oh, that's awesome.
I like that it's still there.
Raising your kid on a sailboat, which we can't do, but maybe when we retire one day, like,
you'd have to homeschool them, right?
Yeah, although that kid is young enough where she's not even in, like, kindergarten age.
Yeah.
So I'm sure I maybe they mentioned it, but yeah, like, and honestly, you could homeschool a kid all the way through, second grade, and it doesn't much matter.
Yeah, they don't come out weird at all. It's great.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, the early stuff, they're learning the basics, and, like, you could teach that. Once it gets into the later,
then you're a Mennonite when you do that. You're wearing the long denim dresses and a bonnet.
And then again, I guess it's just about working out the brain power to figure out all these different problems, and like. It would be hard to discipline of homeschool. I know some people that homeschool like twice a year. They take their kids out of school for long periods of time because they vacation or they stay in, like, a place for a couple months.
Yeah.
And, like, the actual work the kid is doing each day or like the knowledge he's supposed to learn, like, based on, like, Florida criteria or whatever, is only like 2 hours or an hour and a half of actual learning. the rest of the day is
Fortnite crazy.
Well, no, there's a lot of protocol in school and like learning.
Yeah, because it's
process.
For the masses. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but the actual lesson that day is very small part of it. So, if you were just wanted to homeschool your kid, that lesson,
you could do it.
You could do it in an hour. It's like, here's the things that
I just
Florida.
don't think I'm that guy.
No.
I've thought about it before. Like, what if I had to do it, right? Like, I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I could do that. All jokes aside, I have some friends that...
Well, you need the discipline to sit down with your kids and be a teacher.
Right.
And
I'm not that guy.
No, yeah. My wife, when we tried to do that in COVID, Crystal tried to do it for a little bit.
It's hard, man.
Crystal's like, I'm just not a teacher. And then it's
right.
like, of course, of course you're not.
Side, you take,
teachers are professionals, and they're professional at doing this particular job. We just can't, it's like doing any job. Like, you just can't just all up and do it well. Some people probably could, but...
I don't know if teaching, I feel like almost too, you got to have like some stand-up reps in there so you don't get nervous or anything. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's like some reps to it to make you good.
Well, for your own kids, it's like just teaching your own kid and going through and making sure that they do that lesson plan that day is, you sit there with it. You could do it, but you got to do it every day.
She listens to me less than I think she does her like dance teachers or teachers. It's funny.
Yeah,
because I'm like her buddy.
You have to explain how to do it. I guess you could just go on YouTube. I mean, that's what they did with a lot of virtual stuff, right? Is like they just have a bunch of videos explaining each thing.
But I think they're saying now that even using that during COVID, that all the kids are like severely like they're not up to speed. Like they look at the data from COVID when things were online and they're like, oh yeah, this did not work.
Yeah, and
like there are a lot of kids that are behind right now because of the COVID years.
Yeah. Because again, their parents, listen, I do it too, where they weren't diligent to make them do the exact stuff they would have done in school.
Right?
You slack off, you do a couple things. It is hard.
Because it's reality.
Yeah. You have a job, so how the hell are you going to do it?
It is another Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom from the Orlando Shine. Brendan O'Connor's here. How you doing?
Always happy to be here, boys.
Good to see you, man. What is new?
Nothing.
Okay, moving on. Moving on.
I just heard you got some mitochondria pills.
I got some mitochondria pills.
How do I get my hands on those?
Yeah. Anytime anyone talks about pills, my ear is perked.
Okay. Not the fun pills.
Yeah. So you are taking mitochondria pills?
Mitochondria are like the basis of life in your body. And as you get older, you stop making them. There's not as many in your gut. And so if you start taking them now, this is the new health trend.
Okay. There's a mumbo jumbo.
Mumbo jumbo.
It's not
but my
anything.
Mom is on it, and my mom's all about gut health. She at this point, she should be a doctor, Dr. Carolyn. She just has always loved this nutrition and gut health.
She's always been that way.
Always. She's amazing, and also maybe a little neurotic about that stuff.
That's fair.
About nutrition and not having to go to the doctor and get things that kill you, but like if your body is, if you're getting what you need through your food, then maybe you don't need to be taking supplements.
This is like, what was it? Knives, Forks Over Knives.
Yeah.
You remember that book?
Very her.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm a little worried as she gets older, it's turning to Christian Science. But she's not religious, but I am a little worried.
But my mom got...
Well, this is the start of it, Brendan. She's going to be doing crazy things.
Yeah, I need her to go to the doctor if she's hurt.
She's going to be crystals. She's going to... my buddy's mom's like this.
She's into crystals?
Oh, yeah. It's
not the burgers.
No, it's all crystals and...
energy levels?
Energy.
Vortex?
Yeah. There's like water,
sound bath.
The water remembers the chemicals, and then you take it, and you're
that's called. I know that. It's I forget what those are called.
It reminds me when you
homeopathic.
What'd you call me?
Yeah, no, but it's like but seriously, it's homeopathic. Yeah, that sort of thing, and the water remembers. Yeah,
she has a friend that has all the essential oils that, like, if you have allergies and you have to smell the right essential oil, and it counteracts your allergies, and she has like a whole palette. That's all bust out. And you're just like, just give me an Allegra. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. And doctors, I think doctors do hate these people. Like,
a little bit. But she cured, her thyroid numbers were starting to go crazy, and she started taking these mitochondria pills, and her thyroid number, she's good. The numbers are good. They fail, and she's killing it. So I started taking them, and I am starting to, I don't know, I feel pretty good.
How's your thyroid?
I already had issues with my thyroid, so we just did my blood test, and we're going to see what happens.
Because if it's good, then you'll be like, then you'll know. That's like
and
two
then I will
sources.
be a spokesperson. I will be dropping names.
Yeah.
I will tell you what pill to take. But let me guinea pig it for a little bit first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
When I take a pill, I need to feel something happening. Like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I take a marijuana pill, like in 15 minutes, I'm like, oh, something's happening. And then like an hour, especially if I eat some cheese, then I'm like, oh, it's doing something.
You need the fat. There has to be a fat.
You gotta have the fat.
The point is, all the supplement pills, even creatine. I take creatine every day.
Okay.
Because it says and the science behind everybody says creatine actually does something.
It's also the most absorbable supplement I think they found.
Isn't it a mass thing too? Creatine, isn't that about mass?
What do you mean? Like church or
like you're retaining water to build mass? Isn't that a thing?
Something, but I feel no difference.
It's supposed to give you a little, your muscle stores run out of a certain thing that they need to give you extra effort, and what creatine does is it gives you
Dr. Mom.
It gives you a little extra of that oomph at the end.
Okay.
It helps your water or your muscle store water,
I don't need any help retaining water.
And
I look like a big balloon man.
But point being,
you look great.
I don't feel it. I don't feel nothing, and
then you don't want to do it.
Then I'm like,
you don't get a sick pump and then go into the bathroom and tap your muscles a little bit. Sick pump.
You can't see
you tapping your muscle.
I do.
Yeah, you look in the mirror going, sick pump, bro.
I squeeze my flabby fat down, and I'm like, there's muscles under there.
You know what? Romans used to do that thing where I can't remember what they call it, like a fork, or no, like a rod, and they'd push the excess water and oiling. I think it's what it's called.
Oiling?
Have we talked about this?
No.
Oh, they scrape it. They're scraping. Yeah, they're scraping.
No, we had a listener come in and scrape Tom good, and he told me it was one of the most painful things he've ever done.
It hurts, but it's good for you.
Yeah, at least I felt it.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying is
like
that
Mark Antony in ancient Rome.
I need to see the results or feel it.
Fiber you can feel.
Yeah, but fiber is that's been my enemy. I started thinking I was going to be healthy and take fiber, and then all of a sudden I was like, my doo-doos got turned into a rock hard beer cans, and then I looked it up. And they're like, oh yeah, you shouldn't take fiber
with creatine,
or you that means you're having your fiber's fine.
You had enough already.
Oh, whatever. Yeah,
you overloaded.
Overloaded,
gotcha.
And then it became
or
harder.
You're not drinking enough water.
I don't do that.
Water.
Neither. I mean, that's why I have this stupid flask. I do not hydrate.
You don't.
I don't.
We got to.
I know.
We got to.
And now the thing is, and now my daughter's telling me, she's like, you can't just go all water. You got to get some electrolytes in there. You got to get some salt. I'm like, who the hell are you?
She's 11
years
she's an
old.
athlete.
Yeah, but she's right.
But why? Why is she right?
If Maisie tells you to do something, you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
she's 100%. I love her.
All of this doesn't matter. Your genetics is going to get you one way or the other.
Oh, I
know. Going back to that guy that O'Brien Johnson, that he spends 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
The guy wants to live to 160.
You heard what happened to him, right?
It's his stomach, though.
Yeah, but it's just genetic. It's just he had
no.
Or did he give himself
it's
that?
Because isn't that what happened? Because he's giving himself all these treatments.
You think he treated his stomach so much that he hurt it?
Yeah, it's sensitive.
I could see that.
It's just covered. It's just a mucus lining, right? And I think
his is destroying itself, is what the article said.
because he can't line itself enough, and so the stomach is just eating itself. So I think that's I don't know. Why are we're not doctors? And we're like,
it's fun to kick it around, right?
What's wrong with
and people love this because they listen to it. They're like, they're all wrong, and then that's engagement, right?
Oh, okay, good.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do? I don't know anymore. It's all fake. It's like act stupid so people will engage with you.
Rage baiting.
So what's going on, Brendan? What's happening in Orlando? I use Orlando Shine literally to find out what's happening.
The
locally.
Newsletter.
Thank you. I love my newsletter.
How do people get the newsletter? Because I want them to benefit like I do when I read it in the morning. How do people get it?
First of all, thank you. There's a little graphic that you can just tap. Or actually, if you go to our Instagram, just tap the link in the bio.
There you go.
The Orlando Shine. There's all these links in the bio. You can sign up for our newsletter. It comes out every Monday. That's it. Just once a week. I'm not bugging you too much.
He's not hammering you.
Not hammering you unless you want to be hammered.
There you go.
And then there's also a little link on the actual website. Up in the top right-hand corner, it rotates out with another ad, but you can click through there too.
And you even have, like, I've noticed in the recent newsletters, as you've done this from the start, where, like, even older headlines that are still, whatever's the most popular, there's a curated list of, like, kind of what's still hot or what's going on, or the top stories.
It's kind of like the stories you missed last week, maybe. You know, so it'll be the top 5 stories from Orlando Shine from last week, and then I have an in case you missed it kind of section. But it's not just our stories. It's I think the top stories from Central Florida. So I'm going through and curating things that I think you need to.
What do you think's biggest right now? Biggest story going on right now?
I think we just hit publish last night. There's the City of Orlando had their first real budget talk about what happens if the property taxes go through.
Oh, right.
And what that looks like. And they're looking at it if it goes through.
Because that could affect our bottom line for, like, public works and stuff.
And Orlando's kind of lucky in the sense that they don't have as many homestead properties, because that's what the property tax will do. It'll increase the amount of return that people can get if they have a homestead tax exemption on their property.
Gotcha.
But we don't have as many of those in Orlando as they do in other cities. So we're not going to get hit as hard as many other cities in Florida. But even so, I think they said it's a 30%.
Well, 30% is a lot of money to lose.
And that's $85 million over 2 years if that happens. And so that's $85 million that won't go to, I don't know. The ratios are weird. I'm not great with math, but it's all there if you want to go read it up on OrlandoShine.com. I had to watch the presentation they did and chew it up, so you don't have to watch it.
There you go.
But it's interesting. A lot of math, but those are things that pay for services. You know, among other things that maybe, like, there is going to have to be some belt tightening. I see some of these programs at City Hall, which we could lose a couple of them, I think, if we're going to tighten them up.
Right,
why not?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but there are some essential services. Like, if you look at where most of the money's going, it's life and safety, like police.
And that scares people when they hear that that's going to be defunded or when it's not going to have the right amount of money. Immediately people think, like, well, that's scary. That affects me. That's, concerning. So.
But it's a lot of tech stuff, too. Like, they have an agreement with Axon, which, they provide all the cams, live cams on police officers, body cams.
Oh, body cams. Yeah. Gotcha.
The drones, they now have a first responder drone program where the drones will there's 9 spots across Orlando that drones will show up at a scene of a crime before people and start reporting back things that they're seeing.
I didn't know about that.
Oh, yeah.
Are we defunding that?
No.
Hold on, that's loosely based on my drone firefighter or forest firefighter idea where they had...
They do
remember that. I remember that.
Any sort of hotspots that a satellite sees, a bunch of drones get released. Like
that's the thing. That happens.
And then they fly over there, and then the air from the drone makes the fire bigger.
There's another program that uses donkeys like that somehow.
Fire donkeys. Release the fire donkey.
That's cheaper.
I actually, if you Google fire donkey, I think you might find. I just saw it in my feed and I didn't read it.
Oh, they're burning alive!
Oh God, they run right into the fire.
I didn't really read it, so I might be completely wrong. But I feel like I just saw a piece about how these donkeys are helping them.
Meet the firefighter donkeys of Spain.
Yeah,
you know the problem, and this is obviously makes me stupid, and part of the problem. But is that
because they're eating stuff. That's boring.
Because
clickbait.
I know another, and this is not even politics, but
eating the vegetation before it burns is not fighting a fire. That's clickbait. That is such clickbait, dude.
I want them to have a hose.
This is why I hate the internet. God.
So, of course, you say no property taxes, and I'm like, yay!
Everybody,
because I'm having money troubles and I don't want to pay.
Yeah, we're
taxes.
big dumb yays. We're like, yay!
Like, I like to pay less. And then everybody's like, yay. And then the other side of it is like, hey, what about all these programs that benefit the community you live in? That blah, blah, we could lose this.
People don't care. Right now, the bottom line, they want more grocery money.
Yeah, you're right. But then it's like,
blinded by it.
But then you're like, oh, also like, I like these programs. And like, oh, I didn't know this is going to affect my kids, this or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's complicated. There's gray areas. You probably present both cases to everybody and be like, oh, that's good. Because things like this.
I think it's because they're coming after municipalities like if you look in Florida, where are the blue dots, right? Orlando, Miami, to a point, right? Those,
sure,
and they have
pretty MAGA Miami,
but they have a pretty healthy property tax revenues to support initiatives that maybe the state government doesn't like, right? But if they can cuckold these municipalities by taking away
then there's
their money, then they have to come back and suck on the teat of the state to get things done, and the state can say, well, okay, if we're going to do that, but you have to get rid of these programs and you have to do what we tell you to do. So it's like an undermining of home rule of these small town governments to make them comply with
hold on
what the state wants.
So it's basically
is DeSantis the bull in this scenario? Who's the bull?
Well, I mean, being reliant on state. I mean, right, and that's exactly what we.
That's what I'm
do.
seeing.
Yeah.
That's why they audited all these cities, right, to see how they're spending their money
and how can we get rid of it.
Yeah, what's at risk if we cut this funding? What happens if they get access? If they don't have access to these dollars anymore? These are the things that they're going to have to cut. And yeah,
that makes sense.
That's what I'm seeing. If you hate it, whatever.
Yeah, but you can read all about it. Orlando Shine.
Make your own decision.
Yeah, I'm not writing opinion on OrlandoShine.com. Generally, if I do, it's in brackets. But but generally, I'm just presenting things to you, and you can make. I mean,
this is a thing that's happening. Our buddy Jim Colbert was just here. He was talking about it too.
Yeah, interesting.
Not on our show, but I heard it on his show.
Same perspective.
Very much so. Yeah,
wow.
You guys are like perfectly on the same side.
Here's what I know,
We're the
Brendan.
same person.
The stuff that I read on the websites that I like tell me what I know.
And tell me I'm right. And they reinforce that my way is right.
Yeah. Right. Then AI tells me I'm right too. So all right.
Tell your friends. Come to Orlando Shine. I'll tell you what to think.
So what happened with the Swans, Brendan?
Yeah, where are we at with the Swans?
I know they announced they're done with. They got have they gotten rid of them?
They got rid of half of them, and there's 30 something left at Lake Eola. Where did we leave off talking about this?
Well, I saw a story that Orlando was the city that announced they were done with the Swans.
That was last we reported on our show.
Okay,
and then I thought
we lost the Swans,
and I was like, okay, I assumed they rounded them up and then delivered them to.
But once you're getting rid of them, no, they don't round them up nice now. They're like, this project is done.
So they did. They started to round them up, but they started with the young ones first. And so they took the cygnets, that's baby swans, and eggs that were about to hatch and brought them away, which is interesting because that way there's a resale value for whoever got to keep them. They can sell those swans. And some of those swans are worth up to like $5,000 a piece.
What?
So
how many are still out there?
There are 30, but you can't resell them. You can't resell adult swans that have been exposed to avian flu. So there are some adults.
How do you test them from being exposed to avian flu?
They know now that it's been reported. It's part of unless you're doing it black market or something.
That's what I'm saying.
But they're a breeder. A designated FWC licensed breeder is who's supposed to be acquiring all the swans. So when they were harvesting them and taking them back to the breeder, one of their providers, someone who's sold swans to, I guess some of them he got paid to take back, which is interesting. I'd like to see what that money is.
What is a swan? If a falconer handles falcons.
Yeah.
A swanee.
Swani.
I'll accept it. Instead of a swami, I'll accept it. I'll accept Swanee.
He's Swanee.
Yeah, not bad at all.
So he was taking half of them.
You mean the Swanee?
The Swanee.
Thank you.
Was taking
Come on,
the swans, but there was an issue where he split up a mated pair. And
this is like separating families at the border.
And that's what happened. So he separated. They took the babies. They took the female swan, and they said they couldn't find the male partner. Boo! Sorry, we couldn't do it. But then people caught on camera the male swan mourning the loss of its partner. Like they'll wail. Like a really sad trumpet.
Wait a minute, he ate a candy bar and then stood up?
Was he just standing there like...
Do it again. Yeah, sadder.
Do your swan. Hold on. That's pretty good. I can't even do that. Oh my God, the barf.
And by the way, the Swanee that was tasked to get all the swans, they're like, "Did you find the male partner of this one?" He's like, "I looked. He didn't look at all.
He didn't look at all.
It was sitting right there."
And then how's he going to tell? Like looking at a lake with 30 other swans, he's like, "Oh, I don't see him."
Did you get all the swans? Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Oh, sure. I think he's in the truck already. Like, what is he? And so
I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
People flipped out, and so the city responded by just.
Well, it's not to go back to flipped out. I mean, obviously, if you're going to do this, and with all of the animal stories that we have had to shoulder this year, you mean to tell me that you didn't think that there was a microscope on you to try and do this finally the right way?
Yeah, and that's what all the people who've been advocating for the swans this whole time, they're like, you're trying to convince us that you're doing this for the benefit of the swans. Then you busted up a mated pair, took his kids, took his wife. He doesn't know where they are. He's here mourning, clearly in distress.
Hide your wife.
And you don't care. You just don't care what's happening. And so the city's response was just as bad. They just stopped collecting the swans, and so
fine, we won't do anything.
And they're trying to.
That's the Tom and Dan.
Fine,
we're done.
We're not going to do nothing, and so they haven't done anything. And I asked the city, like, what's happening and what's the official word? And they're like,
oh, they love you, the city. Here comes old Swanman.
Swanee, sweet talking Swanee,
Brendan O'Swanner. I just made that up. Brendan O'Swanner.
I like that.
That's how good I am.
You're so good at words.
Not very good. That's all I got left. The blood's coming out of my nose.
Anyway, so yeah, they said that we're just waiting to figure out the best way to do it, the most humane way to tackle the remaining swans.
I think they should let Tom and Dan and our listeners handle it. We could handle this. In 1 weekend, we could do it humanely and organize it pretty darn well.
But they're not feeding them. They're not looking after them. Like, they've paused the
give
swan
up.
program.
It's still an animal.
Nothing's happening.
If you do that with a child, like if you have a child that you don't want anymore and you just decide not to do anything with it, you go to jail. You can't have pet swans that were in our lake. And then, like, just put your hands up and be like, well, we're done with it. If they die, they die. Is that really? Is it just like we don't care anymore?
They can feed themselves.
No.
It's a hands-off thing.
That's so irresponsible.
People are showing videos of, like, injured swans because they'll get hit by cars sometimes because they're just, like, unmonitored.
Well, probably e-bikes.
Like July 4th, fireworks were going crazy. Someone lit off some fireworks on a nest. Like,
on a nest?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, that's the most fun place to launch fireworks. Swan nest.
Heard here first. Direct your emails to Tom Van at I don't give a damn.
Look, he's not wrong. I'm just saying it's not a good thing to do, but it is the most fun.
It'll just char the outside of the eggs. No big deal.
Eggs are tough.
But also, I feel like if
built egg tough.
If Buddy Dyer paid me TND Media $10,000, I can go get Concrete Mike and Mike B. And
swans are big.
Joey Mazantin.
You're literally as big as a swan, Tom. You're gonna go tackle a swan.
No, I can get a swan. You just grab it by
now you've done it. He'll be out there this afternoon.
No. Like
if you want to see him do something, tell him he can't do it.
Tom, you can't tackle a swan.
I can order.
You can't do it.
I can get a swan net right on Amazon Prime. I get a couple swan nets, and Lake Eola's not that big.
You're gonna hurt it. And then you're going to be on TikTok.
We're not going to hurt it.
Ask AI. Ask Claude, how do I
catch a swan?
How do I catch a swan humanely?
Carefully.
It'll tell me, and then I'll do what it says. I'll try to do. I mean, listen.
In a crate.
We'll do it at night so I don't have any people.
Just throw a banana in a crate.
Okay. Will you dress as a swan?
Yeah, in a Bjork dress.
I will. I'll dress as a swan.
And a Bjork dress.
I can wear a Bjork dress.
You just net them. We'll put them in the back of a Ryder truck, and then we'll take them to Gaylor Palms or wherever they want to go.
Ready?
Yeah.
You ready? This is step by step. Approach calmly and quietly. Ideally from behind or the side, since swans have a wide frontal field of vision but poor vision from behind. Move slowly to avoid sudden noises. Cover the head and eyes with a towel sheet or blanket. So we need like terrorist bags.
Is that what they're saying?
We can order some terrorist bags.
It's like a gator. You put them.
I got some in my car. Just kidding.
Normally, I don't know what's happening, but normally Claude is so conservative that if I ask it to do anything dumb, it just tells me I'm dumb and I can't help with that.
Okay.
But apparently it wants us to go catch swans.
Claude's been listening.
It knows you're with me.
Yeah, it does. It does.
I'll tell Tom.
It says immediately pin the wings to the bird's body once you cover its head. This is the critical step.
Yeah.
So step 1, bag over head. Step 2, pull its wings in.
Because that's what they'll knock you
support
over.
the body.
That's how I have sex with my wife.
You support the body, not just the neck. Tuck one arm under the body and legs, so you're going to do a scooping motion with your right hand while your left hand
touches its boobs.
No,
it's exactly how you have sex with your wife.
Look at I can't. I'm too small. And I can't do doggy with my wife because I'm too small.
I love that. Like a Chihuahua and a Saint
standing
Bernard.
doggy.
I can do standing doggy.
She's on her knees. He's standing. It's my favorite.
No, I know. She is on the floor in doggy position. I'm standing on the bed.
You know, at Club Orlando, they have slings. You could just get a sling.
All right. I'll get a sling.
I've always wanted to use a sling.
Yeah.
But my wife's a whole stick in the mud.
She doesn't want to get it.
How are you going to get her this? How are you going to get her in the swing?
No, like she voluntarily gets in the swing, and then
your wife is never getting in the swing.
That's what I said, but she's a stick in the
How
mud.
about a hammock?
Yeah, I want all that stuff, but she's
just
like,
get a hammock.
no, regular Missionary City.
But with a hammock.
He's the mayor of Missionary City. Did you? Oh, you were here. Seth was here. Yeah, he is the mayor of Missionary City.
I'm learning a lot.
So, anyways, ChatGPT told us how to catch the swan. I can go down there. I need to talk to
If I can get us to go along, like when they inevitably go catch the rest of the swans, would you want to do a video of us helping to catch the swans?
Yeah.
Oh, 100% I would help.
Right?
And I would take it seriously. I'm not going to screw around.
They're probably going to do it at midnight.
I can be out there at midnight.
And we'll wear little headlamps.
Yeah, I love headlamps.
Like
That'll look cool.
Like a ghost hunting video?
Yeah, it'll look like Blair Witch.
But then they flee into the stinky old Lake Eola.
We won't do that.
Put your boat's in there.
Oh, your boat.
I already thought of that.
Hey, well, it's too shallow.
No.
That thing is
No, we're going to run a different engine on it.
They'll round them up like in Blackfish. Like with the nets, so they'll bring them into the...
Does anybody got like a airboat? We need an airboat.
Airboat.
Well, we could use remote control boats to herd them out of the lake.
Remote controlled boats with guns on them.
Squirt guns. We're not crazy.
Yeah.
What about just some drones? Let's just get some drones.
Drones.
I love
drones. We'll drone them into...
Oh, now I'm dreaming of setting off fireworks on a nest. All I'm thinking about now. I know.
All right, I'll be the voice of reason. This is a terrible idea.
But then they've basically made the decision, so we're not going to have in the future enough.
It's not a priority right now, is really what we're being told.
They should stick some manatees in there.
Like, some big fat ones.
Like,
terrible.
Why
is it terrible? We need something.
Because the water is gross. The water is gross.
Why don't we drain it and make it not gross?
Full of lead. Because they'd have to dredge it. But yes, I agree. If you're going to do it, why not just make it? What if it's just like a really beautiful? Like, what if they really restore it?
Let's bite the bullet and do it.
Clear water.
And you could dye it blue.
Yeah, but I'll cut the liner. I'm going in there.
They already do that.
I'm not going to run down there. I'm cutting the liner because I'm a thumb.
Like a big blue Lake Eola.
No,
right.
I'd love to talk to that Orthodox Greek church that's downtown. They have a festival where they throw a cross in the lake, and then these kids go and they have to find the cross. I think they still do it.
Ew.
I know.
They jump into
the Lake Eola.
The disgusting.
And I don't know how it's
And they got to get
a
blood cross out of there?
I haven't heard about it in a while, so maybe it's not happening
It's probably
anymore,
a religious exemption they give them because
they've done it forever.
They petition. They're like, you have to grandfather us into this.
This is our religion. We have to do it.
Yeah,
we don't go to heaven. We're like, okay.
There's bum feces in here.
If you think about it, all feces is bum feces.
Right. Good point.
That's a new T-shirt.
Oh, Brendan, I have something that I want you to investigate.
What?
You two are crazy.
So, okay, this is
butt stuff.
This is a real mystery that I'm kind of afraid to talk about.
The butt stuff mysteries?
the butt stuff mysteries.
I'd read
that.
With Tom's mom and Brendan.
So, I live in this little community. I'm not going to say the name.
Name it so we can find it.
It's called Forest Brook.
You guys call it, I think you call it Proud Boy Manor, right?
I love subdivisions that are named after the things they replace.
Yeah, me too. Golden Pine.
Yeah, Golden Pine. Eagles Crest.
Whisper Glen.
Whisper Glen.
It was quiet until everyone moved in.
Yeah. Babbling Brook.
Gopher Tortoise Lane.
Yeah.
Anyway, and there was a Jewish mosque. Is it mosque?
No.
Synagogue. Like a synagogue. A synagogue?
So I would say mosque is Muslim. So a temple.
There's a rhyme you can say to remember that.
Sorry,
I'll tell you later.
I apologize if I insulted anybody. I don't know religion. So there is a Jewish temple right near my house, and there's a lot of Orthodox Jews that live in my neighborhood, and they walk every Sunday to temple. But the temple burned down. It had a huge fire years ago, right?
Oh, this was part of the... Okay.
Did you remember when this happened?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So years ago...
Because they burnt a couple.
And then it's like there's flames out the top, like where the window was at the top. There's like literally charred black flames. Like you can see inside. There's all the roof was burned. Like it had a bad fire.
It's still not fixed?
Still not fixed. And then I was like, it was weird. And then they set up like a side area for them to do temple in. And I was like, okay, well,
like a makeshift temple.
Makeshift temple for and then I'm like, oh, they're going to fix it or whatever. And it's been years and I'm like, this is bizarre.
And it's still there.
No work on it. Never seen anybody work on it or whatever.
Do they still hang out outside?
Yes, but less and less. And now...
Yeah, there aren't as many people there.
So they just don't have as much money to pay for it. To pay for the restoration.
But wouldn't it be insured as a building?
It might not be. If it's an old building, if it was declared arson or if it was declared, it just depends what the fire was. What was the reason for the fire?
I wonder if they did get money, but it wasn't enough to even cover the cost of the...
Remember Black Bottom Church in Paramore? Do you remember that? It was a big, beautiful... It was purple. A purple, weird church on Westmoreland.
Sounds good to me.
With a big, golden, gaudy gate in front of it, and the roof caved in. And they were having services on the side of the building. But when it had first started, old historic church, so kind of important to the neighborhood, but there were probably only like 12 people that went there. So it took them a long time and a lot of lobbying and a lot of money from people who wanted to throw money at private donations and public to rebuild it. But if you're not a real squeaky wheel or in a really high trafficked area, it's hard for churches like that to build that support to restore buildings. I would love to look into that though. If you will you remind me to look into it? Will you send me a link or?
Yeah, I don't know. I can send you a mental link. I don't know.
Like whereabouts. Just take a picture next time you go by it or something.
Yeah. No,
I can look it up and show you.
Can you look that up?
But then,
thank you for taking it on.
So no, it's just I
could see it in Tom's face that he wasn't willing to commit to that.
Well, he wants to, but he doesn't want to.
And then someone in chat just said, "Can Brendan investigate a children's daycare that is also a strip club? Can you?"
Where's that?
I would love to investigate that.
I don't want to take my kids to that. I want to go there.
Can you please? Can you go onto our Instagram or our Facebook, the Orlando Shine, and send me that because I'm going to forget as soon as I get out of here, and I would love to.
Who said that?
I didn't see the name.
Where was it?
So then
it's just above there.
I got more information. So because my wife's a real Karen and she likes to look things up on the internet, she's
good at it too.
And she's a Karen. She's complaining about it.
Oh, really good. What's called just a nosy Nelly. She's a real Nelly.
Okay.
And
with a Band-Aid on her face.
Crystal says all people do this, and I'm the weirdo that's not that never curious about anybody around me or my neighborhood or anybody that because I'm not like.
I used to break our window blinds because I was looking at people so much, and Scotty would yell at me like,
"Oh my god, really?"
Oh yeah, but that's when we lived behind a bar in Mills 50.
That's kind of fun though.
Yeah.
I'll hear loud ass noises like someone's breaking in my back patio, and then I'll just be like, probably nothing.
You don't even go look?
No, don't even look because I'm like, chances are it's nothing.
Tom,
I've always been right. Until I'm wrong.
you think you're right, but you don't know because he just moved. The pervert went to the other window.
So my wife, through some internet investigation, found out that there's the most expensive house in our neighborhood is selling, and she's like, I think that's the head of the temple that lived there, and he's getting out of town. And then a bunch of the houses in our neighborhood went for sale, like the Orthodox Jewish people that live there are leaving.
So this whole thing,
they're abandoning the temple. So then I was like, well,
we should get in there.
Well, it's our new studio.
I love abandoned buildings, though. Just walking around. Yeah. Oh, I'm so intrigued.
It's small. It's real because it's just in a neighborhood. It's a real small.
Gosh, sounds like it's being abandoned if they're not going to sell it or something.
And then that's the weird part about it.
Is it a neat building?
It's a cool, it's
older, unique looking
Jewish
building.
temple.
Yeah,
and
looks like a temple.
It's right there in Lakemont,
Forest Brook.
It's across from the Castleberry Walmart.
Oh.
So it's like if you jump the Castleberry Walmart's fence and then ran across the street, you'll be there. But anyway, like I just think it's so weird that instead of just fixing the burn church, you just abandon it and move out of town.
And I don't know these people. I don't know the person in charge of that temple. But when you telling me he's leaving town and selling his house, my news brain clicks and wonders, like, maybe they did raise funds and maybe they just didn't get spent on the right thing.
Well,
I always think that. I always think that.
Maybe he's Barbara Pomaine and just abandoning town. And
now, by the way, the information is probably on the internet if I just searched it, because I'm sure there's forums or there's people in this community that have been talking about this.
No, I love it. Thank you for giving me a rabbit hole to go down.
I just like speculating every time I drive by, and then right about 2 miles down the road, I forget about it. Those not that curious.
Those are my favorite things to write about, because you're not the only person that's wondering that.
Like small local stories.
When people reach out and they're like, Brendan, we used to call it Ask Bungalower when I was at Bungalower, but now it's Ask Shine, and I need a better name for it.
I think I do it with you a lot, and I hopefully you take it the way I mean it and not.
I love it.
I will text him and I'll be like, hey, what's going on with this? Because I always think of you first when something's happening.
Thank you.
You're like my guy.
Keep it coming. You're not the only one. I love it. It keeps me fresh.
What was the latest one I did? I can't remember what I did. I texted you. I was like, hey, what's going on?
Where's my remote?
You're shining the spotlight on the truth.
That's what it is. Should we call it Spotlight? Spotlight.
Yeah.
I have a neighborhood watch thing where people send me pictures of things too, and I'll just look into that. Like, they'll be like, oh man, there's I don't know. What's this? A pole fell over here and blocking the street.
That's inching into Karen territory. Right? It really is.
How do you
weed them out?
Comb through all the overly paranoid Karens out there, because I
can't look at Nextdoor.
The Nextdoor app.
Well, that's a very racist place to be.
It is. Although all of our stories automatically load to Nextdoor, and the engagement is crazy. But I cannot look at those comments. People are terrible.
Do you know what I did on Nextdoor, which really does go in the bucket?
Did you poop on it?
No, we're close. It's a bucket of Tom going like, when you tell people you do these things, you just reiterate that you are crazy and I am right.
And also you're giving them a platform.
I took a picture of myself from my Ring doorbell of me with my nose touching it so I look crazy. And then I put it in Nextdoor and said, this guy's been going around in all these houses. And he came up to mine and said he was going to kill me.
Sad about,
And I posted myself in there, and then people underneath it just went crazy commenting. And Andrea goes, you posted a picture of yourself on Nextdoor saying that you were going to kill yourself. And I'm like, yes, I did. I deleted it.
If I was better at video editing, or if I had an intern, I would love for them to troll, TikTok, Nextdoor, Ring cameras, like where people post videos of just weirdos in the neighborhood. It could just be a whole series of just neighborhood weirdo. And I think that would do crazy well. People love that garbage.
Because it's there's a voyeuristic aspect to it, right?
But also, you're doing a service of like, this guy's been spotted in all of the neighborhoods this week, and you might not know.
Shred Bear. Okay, Shred Bear in our chat room did exactly just a better version of what I wanted to do. He got banned on Nextdoor, and I got kicked out of the Orlando group for doing that. But he posted a picture of his mailman and said, "Who's this guy with his truck always messing with my mailbox?" See, that's what I was. That's what I was trying to do, but I got too clunky.
I got banned.
They don't like you messing around with how weird they are by complaining about everything.
Ryan Rivas, who runs Burrow Press, local indie publisher, they do books. Released a book of poetry that was really just regurgitated terrible racist things that people were saying on Nextdoor, juxtaposed with beautiful photography of neighborhoods around
that's funny.
Genius. I got a copy of that.
Like golden hour, late night, beautiful photographs of just weird Florida
colonial
homes.
Town.
And then this one person saying, a black man walked by my door this week and I'm nervous he's going to steal my dog.
Right. And those people are on Nextdoor.
Yeah,
that's what I mean by Nextdoor is a very racist place. It can be
amazing. It can be. It can be. It can just be prejudiced and terrible. It's mostly people who are just feel like they're under siege and scared.
It's a very scared, older form of, like, if you think Facebook is old, go to Nextdoor.
Well,
Nextdoor is very old and sad.
Okay,
so they want to be engaged.
Nextdoor, the word for Nextdoor is lonely. The people on Nextdoor are older, lonely people.
So I have learned a lot about neighborhoods and small, like, suburbs just from walking and running so much. Because, like, if you go out, because most people you just drive around and you never. So, but when you're walking or running, like, there's just a lot of time.
You see things you don't see when you're in your car.
And then
you have time too because you're not flying by.
Yeah, and then
he's so fast.
He's very fast.
So I mean, it's just you have, and there's like you're spend 45 minutes out there in the same loops and walking by the same houses.
Yeah.
So you notice the same things, and like sometimes you're not paying attention, and sometimes you are. But there are a lot of people that live in our community that rarely leave their house.
Yeah.
They are just in there, and they're older, and they're in there, and they are scared, crazy scared, because since they don't leave their house, they're being exposed to all these scary stories, and a lot of them are watching the news, paranoid.
A lot of the stories are clickbait amplifications of not even reality. They're just amplified fake clickbait.
Russian bots.
Not even real things you should be afraid of.
And then the longer they stay in, and the longer they have less interaction with other human beings, the more paranoid and more scared and more reclusive they get, and then they live like that, and they'll just die like that, and they'll be in their, and that happens a lot. And then those people are.
Isn't that how poltergeists get made?
And it's sad. It's like man,
it is sad.
Because
what? Maybe that's what Russian bots are. Maybe Russian bots are the ghosts of rage click shut-ins from suburbia who die with unfinished business.
The number of lonely people that interact with and argue with bots is very sad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a real thing.
Sucked in.
And so then I try to imagine, because it's like, I really do this a lot.
Run.
I put myself in other people's, like, you see
that's called empathy.
Yeah.
He's got it in there. He's got it.
You're doing it.
Because I don't even blame them. I'm like, imagine this person's view on the world, because based on with their own life view, they haven't left their neighborhood in years.
They have no perspective.
They don't interact with anybody, and like they may go to the grocery store and they're like head down, get their stuff, get out of there.
Most of the time it's delivery, dude.
And you're right. And then some of them are at the age they don't drive anymore, so that's real bad because now they don't even have the ability.
You're stuck.
You also get instantly more afraid. Andrea's granddad, I think, dealt with this a little bit. Great grandfather. When you take away that independence, you get more scared.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing is maybe is there like a group that can go and like check on those people?
Well, yeah, but
not a bad idea.
The thing is, they're like a walk group,
like a wellness check on lonely people.
But a lot of them are
get them
fine.
off the internet.
Lonely Hearts Club.
But the internet is the only way to get out of their house, because it's hard.
That's a Ready Player One type stuff.
What if we get an off-track train and just get them to come take a ride every once in a while?
Oh, round them all up.
Old people love trains.
Old people love trains.
Yeah.
I like what you're saying. Continue. So we round them up. We put them on a train. Where are they going? Where's the train going? Is it a happy train?
Rachel's.
So anyway, it's just like so. Then we all, as a society, we make fun of like who is saying these things or who is thinking like this, and you're like, man, there's some people that don't like
they can't think of it.
Yeah, their reality is so different than other people's reality, and then you mix that with someone who lives in a big city who's around hundreds of people every hour of their life, and then they're living a different world than these people, and then you move out of like my suburb that I live in is populated compared to lots of outside city places where now the next house is like football fields away from your house. And imagine those people are real alone. They're never
Did you see What Dreams May Come?
Yes,
that Robin Williams movie.
Yeah, he's in a painting.
Dude, he was coming out of my mouth. Yeah, oh my God, it's Robin. It's the genie in a painting.
But do you remember his wife? Because she killed herself.
Yeah.
Out of grief, because they're soulmates. But there's a point where because she's in hell since she killed herself, and her hell, it's just a feedback of her own misery that she can't break out of, right? And I think that's if there is a hell, that's probably what it is. And I worry about people who spend their lives like that.
But there are a lot of
wrapped in misery and fear. So many people.
Yeah. Well, that's the epidemic that even when Colette comes in here, we talk about it. Like we talk about loneliness, and that kind of what you're describing is the greatest epidemic we have. And I guess that would fall under mental health. Is that where we put that?
Mental health and community well-being, and I don't know.
Because you would think that if someone came into your driveway, you'd be excited to I got a visitor. But instead, they're like, "Who's that? Get out of my!" I'm going to call the cops, and the person's just making a U-turn or something.
Well,
and it's like, Jesus
that
Christ.
TikTok challenge with kids kicking your door, and kids are getting shot, and.
Yeah, but that's not even real, really. It is real. It does happen, twice?
It's happening. No, it just recently happened.
Yeah, but it's so, but people.
But you think it's getting hopped up. It's when it happens, people are, okay.
Most things are.
My neighbor
I'm part of the problem.
No, it is happening, but not to the degree of thinking that it's like an epidemic.
Even to the degree you should ever worry about it whatsoever.
Right.
Like, my neighbor shouldn't be worried about some teens kicking her door down, but she is, and now she's got a gun by her
waiting
couch,
for it.
waiting, because it's like, calm down. Like, everybody's just outside. If you we need a good hurricane again to remind everybody that your neighbors. I'm kind of joking.
You know what? I hear you. I hear you.
It mellows people out.
I walk outside every time a hurricane happens. We're all cleaning up the debris, and all my neighbors are like, "Hey, you need help? I help out."
Yes.
We're all helping each other. We all went through something, and we all the person.
I think that's why northern countries have health care because we get through winter every year. I think it's easier. People get it. You can talk to your neighbor. There's more of a friendliness, more of a sense of community outside of yourself. And I think here, where it's just sunny all the time, it's easier to silo and think about yourself first.
Yeah.
Right?
And and then you don't realize, my neighbor's not out to get me.
Yeah.
They're out to help me. It's like, and then your whole perspective changes, and then
you're forced to really kind of interact with them.
Yeah. And then you're like, oh, okay.
And also,
nice.
when you lose electricity in a hurricane, there's a great equalizer that makes your fuel for your anxiety
it's gone.
It's gone. Like, your fuel source for anxiety is out. So you're forced to go outside, and then your neighbor comes over and is like, "Hey, man, I'm going to help you bundle these sticks because I already got my tractor out." And you're like, "Whoa, that's positive. That's good. Okay, this is real."
God, we're so smart,
right?
guys.
I mean, isn't that kind of how it works?
Yeah.
Why are we so good at this?
We're good, Brendan. We solved the problem.
We need Cub Scouts. Where are the Cub Scouts to come door to door and check on these?
It's just the Scouts now, right? Isn't that why everybody's mad at it?
I don't know.
They call it
probably mad because of the diddlers, but
that too. Yeah.
So let me get this straight. We solved taxes. We solved the swans.
We did solve swans.
We solved human loneliness.
We did human. Well, it's not just male epidemic.
What was your favorite thing you solved today?
All those.
I'm a swan guy.
The swan, okay.
The swan made me really happy. The fact that we solved that.
I'm proud I flossed today.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not very good at that.
I do.
And my dad just misses me.
I do something crazy. I floss, and then I use a water pick.
Ooh.
And then I brush my teeth.
Ooh. And then you Listerine.
No, I don't do a mouthwash, but I might add that now that you've said that. I like that.
Just rinse it out.
Finish with a Listerine. Listerine brown.
Hold on. I know. We'll end with this.
Don't call him Brendan O'Swanner, please.
This is
Call whatever you want.
26. We got to build giant data centers. So we have we should have the technology for as soon as you get your adult teeth. For them, you go in there and it's a procedure. It's like, okay, this is expensive. It's $5,000. All right, it's going to price some people out. I understand, but something's got to cost something. So, but you go in there and then they put some sort of never corrodes sealant chemical that
shark coatings,
all some coating on all your teeth.
What is happening right
and then it's
no, he wants to get his I'm with this guy. He wants to you clean them up, make them perfect, and then you seal them so I can eat anything I want.
They don't move.
No, they don't get plaque or anything because we've sealed them. I don't want plaque.
That's fluoride.
No, I want you to seal my teeth so it's just like grout.
No, fluoride. That's what fluoride is.
Yeah, but
I don't want fluoride.
It's not permanent, though.
No, I heard
that's why you have to do it once a year.
No, fluoride makes you gay. My dad told me that. And that's why he opted out.
I don't want to be gay.
My dad made me opt out.
Better life.
He's like, don't swish with that. You'll be swishing with later. No, he didn't say that. He did not say that. I should not.
Is that what that Katy Perry song's about? Swish, swish.
Yeah, that is exactly what it's about.
Well, Brendan, Orlando Shine. Also the Orlando Shine show on Real Radio every Friday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Comes on after our show.
We have Rise and Shine show now on, which is hard to say.
WPRK.
WPRK with Scotty Campbell. My ex-boyfriend, Scotty Campbell.
Shout out Scotty
No,
Campbell.
you wanted to talk about it. We were going to spend the whole show talking about it.
Would you be upset if I revealed to you today that I am currently dating Scotty Campbell?
Oh! I would love it. I would, because I'd get.
He gives really good hugs.
No, you'd
really
be jealous.
Good. Yeah, you would be.
Hey,
You'd beat my ass. You'd beat with your big Canadian fist on my head.
You could easily beat him.
Oh my God! Just toss me into the street.
You beat me up easily.
I would never.
Tom and I have always.
If we both charged you, you could beat us both.
I'm going to share something.
Strong.
A real conversation we had in our placement of friends that, if pushed to the brink, they needed to fight their way out of things. You rank very high.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, on just pure Canadian strength.
Because I'd like bite people.
No, I just think there's a strength inside of you that we have not, because you're so nice and kind and you're just a good human. But push to your max, if you need it, it'd be like old what's his name in that movie Nobody. I feel like it's just
Bob Odenkirk.
Bob Odenkirk. You'd be beating everyone
I hit
up.
somebody in the face with a bottle once.
No,
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Or we need to do a 12-minute segment. Do you want to tell us a story?
About hitting them in the face with a bottle? No. But they did get hockey jerseyed.
You hockey jerseyed them and then hit them over the head with a bottle?
I did.
That's awesome.
And that's the story.
That is awesome.
And that's the story.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
So you get for calling me the F word.
So, all right.
What?
Filipino.
I knew it was spelled with an F.
We will be right back.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We're live on Twitch and YouTube. We'd love it if you come over and watch our podcast at Tom and Dan Live on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you do social media. We are at Tom and Dan Live. Like and subscribe on YouTube. And if you're mobile, if you hit the hype button, it really does help push the videos out to more and more people who have been interacting with the show daily. And we thank you for it.
If you're looking for any flooring right there in Winter Park,
yes,
we partner with a flooring company, Corey, the owner of Core Flooring. Right there in Winter Park, coreflooringfl.com.
Yep, coreflooringfl.com.
He did a fabulous job on my sister-in-law's condo that she just purchased. Did the complete floors, the stairs, luxury vinyl plank. Awesome. The insulation was great, and the price was great. It really helped her. You can save 10% if you mention Tom and Dan.
I mean, these days I think that almost matters first, right? It's like, well, how's the price?
Well, also when you meet with Corey, he comes in and gives you an estimate. And by the way, free estimates.
Yep.
Like, so if you're looking, just and tell him you are coming from us.
Oh yeah, please. It really does help out, and he's vetted and used the same installers for years and years.
Yeah, been around for 20 years and does a really good high quality job.
And has for many years, so you can certainly trust him.
Yeah, that's Core Flooring in Winter Park. So let's do some Weird Job.
All right, we have a brand new Weird Job Wednesday, which means that we have a brand new Weird Job Wednesday theme song.
Okay.
This one inspired, and I'm going to say loosely written by Thomas Mann. Because we have, you know what, you and I lately have gotten back to our writing. We're back to writing together.
Well, I'll just say today's Weird Job, he does HVAC for prisons. So,
all right, okay,
HVAC for prisons.
Let's do it. Oh, wait, hold on. That's the wrong one. I was going to play the EJ Fat song by accident. Sorry. Here is our new Weird Job Wednesday theme song.
I'm the prison air conditioning man. I keep rapists and murderers as cool as I can. I check the vents and the gauges. It's 68 in all cages. I'm the prison air conditioning man.
Kool-Aid, we put this on bitches like you. Lick your lips. Now stick your hand in that Kool-Aid. Just stick it in there. Now take your finger, just do this to the bottom one. Come here. I kiss you, you orange flavor mother.
There we go, you orange flavored mother effers.
It was Scared Straight. They should do Scared Straight again. That was a great program.
Why don't we bring it back? Why don't you and I try to bring back Scared Straight?
America's too weak for it now.
They'll
be like, you cannot yell at a fat little thugster.
You know, I pulled that clip up to pull that audio, and when I watched that clip of that fat little thugster, I felt sorry for him. I've gotten softer. I can't handle that show now. I forgot about that clip.
But he's doing bad things. He's cursing at his mom.
I understand that. But that giant black man leans over that kid, and he says, "Put your finger in that Kool-Aid," and the kid is terrified, dude.
Well, he deserves it. He's scared straight.
He's scared straight. And where's that kid now?
It didn't help him. Michael's on the line. How you doing, Michael?
Doing good.
So, Michael, you do HVAC for state prisons?
Yeah, down here in southern Arizona. And that's the thing, is not all prisoners actually have air conditioning. Most of them only have what they call evaporative cooling or swamp coolers, so they really get to sweat it out in these desert days.
Really? So in Arizona, most prisoners do not have air conditioning?
Nope. In the older units and stuff like that, it's all just swamp cooling. So like this time of year, we're getting a bunch of rain, so it doesn't really work. So it's just hot and humid, because all it does is blow water through the vents.
Dude, it is hot in Arizona. The desert, it's get up to like a 120 and desert heat. It's crazy.
Feels like 205.
But I also know in Arizona, it's the state where that sheriff puts everybody in pink and makes them do work camps.
I'm going to make you look gay in the heat.
Yeah, that was Joe Arpaio up in Phoenix. He was actually just a county or city jail. It wasn't even the prison. But yeah, he's gone.
So let's talk about your job. So you have to work inside the prison, correct?
Yes. Not only do I work in the prison, I also actually work with inmates. I have 3 of them that work with me every day, because it's also kind of like a training program. So they go to school while they're in there, and then they come out and work with me on all the air conditioners and walk-in coolers and stuff, so that they get experience, so that when they get out, hopefully they don't, end up back at the same place.
Or they use air conditioning as their gateway to rob an elderly woman blind. Because that's what I would do. I would use what you gave me, and then I would fleece that old lady I would befriend her with my air conditioning knowledge, and then I would go through her jewelry, and I would rob her blind.
I'd also learn through this where all the vents are, so I could die hard crawl through the vents to escape the prison.
Yeah, oh my God.
No. They will literally shoot you if you make it outside of all the prison stuff. They have guys who just ride around. That's their only job, is to ride around with a shotgun and a pistol just to make sure nobody jumps the fence.
And then if they jump the fence, they just kill them.
Yep, pretty much. Just, shoot them, I guess. I don't know. Haven't seen it yet, but...
So, Michael, first let's talk about the swamp cooler. Because I
bought a fancy one for my family.
Okay, all right.
I bought that one that Solo Stove makes. That's a cooler, but it's just a fancy swamp cooler.
I'm kind of mad on the marketing of the original swamp cooler. They're like, hey, what should we call this? Cheaper, a more
rustic,
efficient way to cool a place that's not so expensive. And whoever said we should call it a swamp cooler should be fired because it sounds horrible.
Yeah, it does sound horrible.
So how does it work?
So what it does is it has a pump and water, and it just runs water over this cardboard pad. And then you have a big blower motor fan that blows that through the ductwork. Because when it's really dry, when it gets up to 105, 108, stuff like that, and it's really dry, it's honestly not even close to as bad as the heat y'all deal with in Orlando. I used to live there 20 years ago, and I'd take 110 out here with 3% humidity as opposed to what y'all got. So they work really well when the air is dry. But this week and for the last week, we've been getting rain every day, and it's humid, so it doesn't do anything but just push air and put more water in there and make it more miserable. So it's really nice for about a month or so until we start getting the monsoon season like we do now, and then it's just straight misery.
Do you still run it, or do you just tell the guys, hey, this isn't doing anything, we're turning it off?
No, you just run it because you have to at least be doing something because of, what's the phrase they always use? It's conditions of confinement. So they have to do something, provide something. So the air moving will, cool you down a little bit, but not as much as when it's dry.
Let's talk about your minions. How loyal are they to you, and would they help protect you from other inmates?
Yeah, honestly, because like all the guys I work with are lower level, right? They're not in there. Like we have one yard that's just for all the sex offenders. Then you have a yard that's just for all the guys who can't do it in general population and want to fight and stuff. And then, like, the guys that work with me, because we go all over the prison. We don't just work in one spot. There's, like, 7 different housing units.
Whoa.
And so we go all over the prison. And so they have to have 7 years or less to be lower level, and they got to have good behavior and all of this. But, yeah, I mean, that's the thing is it is, you know. And doing the air conditioning, I don't spend a lot of time, like, in the yards around the prisoners. We're usually on the roof where it's really, really hot.
Did they tell you what the people that work with you did?
No. There is a way to look it up, but I kind of like a little mystery in life, so I don't ever ask them if they offer it up. Like one of them, he's there for his second DUI. So in Arizona, if you get a second DUI...
Well, that's another.
Oh, come on. This guy's that guy's a normal AC guy. That's just called normal AC guy.
That's called the standard vac.
That's called Volusia County AC. Come on. What are you, Daytona Beach air conditioning all day? If I live in DeLand, Florida, and I'm getting my AC worked on, if you don't have 2 DUIs, I don't want you to work on my AC.
Yeah. And,
get out of here.
And by the way, every AC worker ever has driven drunk once.
I almost bet my daughter's life on that.
Yeah,
That's
they haven't gotten caught, but let's just say that's just you got a standard. But what if you found out a guy was in there for something violent, or because he's working with you, that means he's not?
Yeah, because he's working with me, that means he's not. But I mean, I do go work on the death row yard and around the lifers and like talk with them and stuff like that. Like that's the thing is in prison, it's as you probably know, all about respect. As long as you show respect, you'll get respect. And, they're just dudes who, for the most part, screwed up. And everybody is
it's money, power, and respect.
But, yeah. Well, and then also, like, it's funny, too, because the one thing that everybody hates, like, I'm not even allowed to take my workers to this one yard because it's all sex offenders. And so... because it's a sex offender yard, you never know if one of my guys or, one of the workers would just go off and start beating somebody to death because it would get them credibility or just because they're a sex offender. So no matter what you did, as long as you're not a sex offender, everybody, it's pretty
So wait
normal.
a minute. So you have to worry about your air conditioning guys sneaking off to beat to death pedophiles for jail cred?
No, because I'm not allowed to take them over there.
Gotcha.
So they don't even let us even take them over there because of that possible. Like I had one time we were working in the kitchen on a freezer, and CO came out and was like, "Hey, your guy needs to like hide or whatever." They had to put him in a different room because all the people working in the kitchen at that time were all sex offenders, and they were worried about the sex offenders beating him up because he wasn't one of them.
I don't want sex offenders making my stew.
Yeah.
No offense, but if I'm in prison and they're like, well, the cooks are all sex offenders, I'll be like, I'll pass.
Yeah, well, that's the problem is they don't really have much choice in anything there, especially on that yard.
And why put all the sex offenders in the kitchen? Why do that?
Well, they change them out. They let one side, the sex offender side, do kitchen for 3 days, and then they let the big screw-ups, as I call them, do, the kitchen for 3 days because it's cheaper to pay a prisoner 30 cents an hour than it is, somebody $20 an hour.
I know, that's what Tom said when he fired our whole staff here.
In the sex offender area, do they still self-segregate themselves into different factions like that?
I didn't know this.
I'm asking Michael. Is it like every other prison yard where there's the Aryans and the MS-13 over here and
bad hombre?
Because I feel like they'd all be like, hey, we're all in here together for the same crime. Everybody hates us.
Stronger together than apart.
We shouldn't separate here. How does that work?
Well, I mean, I don't know because I don't really work on those yards a lot. But I mean, because it's you're a sex offender whether you're a pedophile or a rapist. So I don't know how they work, but I do know there are a lot of prison gangs. A lot of stuff is based on race, especially in certain yards. You know what I mean? It's all, whatever skin color you were born with, that's the clan that you have to hang out with and whatever.
Are you a sex offender if you just got popped for pulling your penis out and peeing off the back of a boat?
Yes,
because you may get murdered. Because you may get murdered, right? Like you're out there.
I'll tell them. I'll be like, "Hey, I just was at Mardi Gras drunk. I'll wear a shirt. I didn't do nothing. I was just
I was trying to pee.
Yeah, pee on my boat, and some kids drove by. I didn't even know.
I have a small bladder, and I peed in front of a daycare because I was drunk. And you're going to beat me to death like I'm a sex offender? Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
There's Jared Fogels over here. I don't want to be here.
I'll rat out all the Jared Fogels.
Put me on the swamp cooler. So, Michael, have you ever found any weapons while you're working? Like someone?
Those are called shivs.
Yeah, someone hit.
No, I haven't found any. Like with our tools and stuff, we have to check them out every night or every morning, and then you check them back every night, and they all have to be accounted for.
Just like in the movies. This is in the movies. Yeah. Hold on. You triggered me a little bit. I got goosebumps on my arms because that is exactly how they portray it. It's like they always do it with like the guy that's like doing like exactly what he's talking about. Journeyman program. They're like, hold on a second. One of my needle nose pliers is missing. Cut
to me using the pliers on the doo-doo pipe. I'm like, I picked the wrong tool.
But yeah, so like all the tools are numbered, and like we have shadow boards, and you have to, make sure it's all done at the end of the day. If not, you have to try and go find it. If not, then they lock down the prison and start searching and stuff like. Even if it's just like a Phillips head screwdriver bit, not even the whole screwdriver, just the tiny little bit, they're gonna, that can be a big problem because they've got nothing but time to figure out how to do stuff with these. So. But no, I haven't found one, but while I've been there was a kid, he was a porter who cleaned up, and then he went over because we have a metal shop, and apparently he was over there grinding a giant metal spike into a sharp thing, and when they found him doing it and asked what he was doing, he said he was inventing something.
Where did you do your time again, Tom? Were you in Arizona?
I like
inventing. Oh, sure you are, Mr. Wizard. Hey, Elon Musk is in here inventing something in our metal shop.
Yeah. So, and then he gets more prison time and away he goes.
Well, man. Technically, by the letter of the law, he was right. If you really think about it, he's turning a spike into something sharp. Anyway.
What's the craziest thing that's like happened at your prison while you've been there working?
Okay, so like the other day, I was going to leave because we get off around 2:30, and then we get to the shop or a little early to count all your tools and stuff, and we're sitting there, and all of a sudden the yard, so like the sex offender yard is the south side, and then they have the north side with all the high level, like 4 and 5 level guys, and all of a sudden we're sitting there, and all of a sudden we just hear yelling and screaming and shouting, and then you just hear the pepper balls being shot, canisters of CS gas being launched into the air, all these guys, trucks driving with people in the back of it, because I guess one of the inmates was high, assaulted a staff member, and then everybody else just decided to start throwing rocks and stuff like that. And so, they have old people. Yeah, they have old people dedicated to just coming over there and putting the hammer down, like I said, just pepper ball guns, just coming over there blasting them.
That's a fun ass
job. That's when
I
went.
Yes, yeah.
I had to ask somebody. And I'm like, what do I do if that happens while I'm in the yard?
And by the way,
I could have just,
they use regular paintball guns for the pepper balls, right?
Yeah, it just looks like a paintball gun, but it's mace or whatever.
But think about how fun it is when you're waiting there all day and they're like, hey, man, this guy got high and he assaulted a staff member. You get on the back of that armored vehicle. They drive you out to the yard, and you got that thing hopper loaded with pepper balls. And you can just go ham on this guy. You can shoot him until his head is just nothing but pepper spray.
You get a double finger trigger shooting pepper balls out of some mini-Mac.
The only thing that is just a slightly worse than that is when you use that wasp spray on a wasp nest. That's so satisfying when you drop all of the wasps. Oh, so good.
So, Michael, has there ever been a close call with any of the inmates messing with you in any way?
No, I mean, they like to joke around, whatever, but not really, because one of the things too is because all the COs wear brown shirts, and then all the maintenance staff wears gray shirts. So when they just look at us, they know we're not a CO. I'm not there to tell them what to do. I don't care. I'm just there to fix what's broken and leave. So, no, they're, like I said, because it's all just people who are people. They screwed up, you know?
Yeah.
Like, the difference between them and us is they got caught, right? Like, everybody's done something that could have put them in a bad spot, like, you know, driving drunk multiple times, Tom. But, you know,
I'm going on record. I have never, ever driven drunk, brother.
Let me just hold on a second, brother. Don't get your panties in a twist. Brutus the Barber Beefcake. I have never, ever, ever driven drunk, brother. Don't get it twisted, brother.
I just watched the Hogan documentary, and he told Arsenio he'd never did steroids, and that ruined his career.
Yeah, sometimes when you lie, you ruin your career.
Yeah. Because everybody's looking at him, and they're like, well, we're looking at you.
Yeah, you're 400 pounds of muscle, and you're not on steroids? Okay.
Yeah, I was about to ask you that, Michael, where a lot of people that work in prisons and those type of facilities, they all tell the same story of when you start talking to the inmates, and then because outside of that, and I think this is why America a lot of times votes for don't give them any luxuries. We're not going to give them healthy food or whatever. They deserve what they got.
They deserve hot Cheetos.
And then it's hard because it's a gray area, because on one aspect you can understand, and another aspect, like some of these guys are in prison, like you said, for a lot of things that everybody else in society has done and not gotten caught for.
Normal mistakes that are, criminal offenses.
And some people, and so it's complicated. But it does lean towards having these facilities that and the conditions are real bad. Have you noticed that too? Like where you're like, oh man, it's rough in here.
Oh yeah. No, every day I go to work, it reminds me why I don't do certain things, or because I don't. Like one of the things is, and we have a problem with this, as you probably know, is you have guards bringing in drugs. Drugs and cell phones will get you a lot of money. Like, I'm not even allowed to I have to leave my cell phone in my car. We're not allowed to have our phones at work because you can get like $5,000 for a cell phone if you bring it in, right? And so what ends up happening...
Hold on. Can we get that locally? Like, can I get that? Like, I will start selling. I have a lot of old phones.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably have $65,000 worth of old phones in my house.
Well, you go to 33rd. We'll get one of those balloon launchers, and we'll just launch them.
Just fire phones into there.
Yeah. We gotta get someone on the inside.
Oh, we know.
There's
people.
some BDNs in there.
We know people.
Right.
Hey, email me through the mail. We'll work this out.
So
use an alias. Use an alias.
Well, also, so you have the COs who bring them drugs, and then because it is a prison and they need people to work there, a lot of times you have the female guards end up having sex with the prisoners as well, which if they do that, then they go to jail because it's considered rape, even though, everybody knows the male prisoner wanted it. But so they,
Hold on. It's considered rape for the CO, a female CO, if she has sex with a male prisoner?
Oh, yeah, they had a guy who gave another one a BJ, and same thing. Yes, because they technically don't have, like, any rights. They're not allowed to make decisions, basically, stuff like that. And so, it's something called the Prison Rape Elimination Act they got, to try and stop all the prison rape and stuff like that. So you can...
Once you're in there, your special needs.
Hold on, that's worse than peeing in Mardi Gras. If you were a CO, hold on, because if you're a CO and then basically you are giving a BJ to a prison inmate because that's what you want to do. You're like, hey, I'm a nice
guy.
This guy's happy. I like to do it, and then you get put in prison for rape. And now you're. I mean, how are you put that on a shirt?
There should be an asterisk.
Like, I didn't do nothing. That's not rape. No. Anyway, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that. So, and I just recently found out, you can go to jail for raping a prisoner, but not bringing them drugs and cell phones. If you get caught doing that, you just have to quit and you lose your job, and that's it. And so, it's like, yeah, so we have to go through all this stuff just to, like, get in every morning, like, take our shoes off, walk through a metal detector, have all our food and stuff run through a scanner. And it's like, well, maybe if they would just throw the people in jail who brought drugs and cell phones in, we wouldn't have to do all this. But when you work for the state, you don't work for logic.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I get
it. Have you found that is, like, the prison system? Like, we've all heard they privatized it, and then that adds a next level of corruption because, now you have politicians, putting money, that you get paid per inmate, so that incentivizes you to,
lucrative,
to have, we all know that. But then you have a whole industry in which society doesn't want to deal with, and we look the other way because we're like, you're a criminal, you're in jail, whatever, and it's like it's kind of gross to even deal with it. It's it's kind of one of those things where you look the other way because you're like, oh, that's happening.
Head in the sand.
And then when you do that, a lot of bad stuff happens internally where it's like the corruption of it, and then it's like people don't feel bad for inmates. That's another thing too. So they're like, oh, who cares that they're being charged $8 for a bag of Cheetos? They shouldn't be in jail. And then it's like,
wait a minute, Cheetos are about $8 right now for us. Like seriously, in Publix, a bag of Cheetos is like $7.99.
So have you seen just a lot of I guess horrible business in the prison system?
Well, so I work for the state. It's not a private prison, so it is different, right? So it's more of just like trying to get stuff and parts and things like that is so much more complicated and harder. And sometimes you wait a week, sometimes you wait a month for a part. But if it's something that where like a visitation where the inmates are trying to have visitation or talk with their lawyers and it's not working there, then all of a sudden, because lawyers get involved, they find the money and can get the stuff real fast and do it like that. So like that's the frustrating part, is sometimes just like trying to get somewhere, right? Like sometimes it can take me 30, 45 minutes to go 300 yards because I have to go through a gate. They have to open one gate, let me through. I got to go through a scanner. Then they got to open another gate. And sometimes they're having prisoners come back from work or from medical, and so you have to wait on that.
So, for instance, if you're going over to, like, fix something in, let's say, the South Yard where the pedophiles are at, and you forget, like, you and your team, it's you and another guy, you're going over to fix this, and you forget this one capacitor or something you need, then it could take you another 40 minutes to get back to your place to get what you forgot, to come back another 40 to go do it, right? Is that what you're...
Yeah, it could take anywhere from a half hour to an hour just to leave the yard, go pick up the part, and then come right back and then set. Because also, I can't leave stuff, right? Like on the outside, like if I'm working on somebody's roof, I can leave some tools up there, whatever, go run, get a part. Because I'm in a prison, I have to take all my tools down, take my ladder down, put everything up, count all my tools to make sure they're there, then go over, get the part, then come back. So
this is not for us. We couldn't do this.
No.
So no, but I imagine, Michael, that you get paid more because of the environment you work in.
I knew it.
What? Well, there's hazard pay,
I work for the state. I'm there for the benefits. Things like today, right? I'm not at work today. Normally I work Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 2:30, straight 8 hours. But because they have such great benefits from like health insurance and the paid time off, right? So like I was working Sunday to Thursday, 4th of July holiday was on a Friday, my normal day off, so I have that floating for later in the year or whatever to take off whenever I want. So I'm not there to be paid a lot, that's why, but like the benefits, the stability, they have a state pension, stuff like that. So it's not as much as you could make on the outside, but the consistency as well, right? Like I have 40 hours a week for the next 25 years if that's what I want. And then, you know what I mean, if not more. And, so that's one of the reasons.
You probably also...
Like in Arizona, you get really slammed in the summer, right? You're working 10, 12, 14-hour days in the summer, and then winter comes and nobody's using their air conditioner, and you might be working 15, 20 hours.
Wow. Gotcha. And I would imagine that it's not a a very high pressure grind in which you have a boss yelling at you.
Go.
You're not being efficient enough, and we're not making enough money, and so it's just basically
get your stuff done.
Nope.
Yeah, you got no.
They're just like, hey, what's going on with this? Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said, I mean, that's another nice thing, right? Like they're chill because they know that the wheels do not move fast working for the state, and the motto is it'll be there tomorrow.
Right.
Not going nowhere.
I love that. That's a great motto.
Man, you know how
I wish we had that here. What a great motto. How fun would it be if like said, above our little radio station for effectively that we've created here, if it just said, hey, man, guys, Tom and Dan.
Well, we didn't
It'll
choose
be
that
here
era.
tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, that's why. I mean, there's
it won't be here tomorrow. In fact, it's already gone.
Well, that's the thing. Grass is always greener. So it's like, you want to get into owning your own small business. Well, it won't be there tomorrow because you got to do it today.
No,
because
you should have done it yesterday.
Yeah, and it's in any sort of like a corporate world where you got a boss telling you that you better make 10% more this year you made last year. It's like it's highly competitive, and then you work for the government and it's easy street, but you can never get raises, but you'll never be fired. And there's some safety in that. And it's like I kind of long for that life too when I see some of my friends.
Safety is nice, yeah.
That have like the pensions and stuff. Man, and not to go on a tangent, but I have a friend, Heidi. And not to get into their business, but Heidi's husband has been a career
military guy.
Yeah, Army military mechanic, and he already retired and retired with great pension, and then he has benefits of the secondary, and he's got a second job. And she was in the Army as a nurse, and then like the amount of retirement and pension, and they wrote it out. They did exactly their time.
They did a lot.
And then it's like, and they are an easy street. Me and Crystal are like, oh my God, they're like, oh yeah, we'll stop working exactly at this time, and then we will make this much money. And I'm like, that much money? Yeah. Like, it's crazy if you dedicate yourself to a government job that you can play it right and then get total security at the end of it. And it's like, damn, that is nice. But in retrospect, when they were going to the Army and I was 20,
it's difficult.
I was like, oh, you're going to the Army? I'm free, baby.
Exactly.
I'm partying. Anyway.
Who is your direct boss? Like, do you report to somebody every day, or do you just have a board of things that you have to check off?
Well, no, so we have a computer system, and, like, people put in work orders, and so I kind of have, like, 3 bosses. So, like, I'm what's called a PPS 1, which is just physical plant supervisor 1. Then we have a PPS 2, PPS 3, and then a PPOA. Basically, they're the ones who deal with all, like, the paperwork, the budget, oh, my God, you need to go over here now to fix this because these people keep calling me and they're bitching, or the lawyers are getting involved and stuff like that. So they're there just to kind of make sure everything, is running and people are completing work orders. Because, working for the state and having it on Easy Street, some people will take full advantage of that, and say we stop working at, like, 1:30. Well, they might show back up to the building about 12:45, and it's just like, we don't get off till 2:30. What are y'all doing, So that's one of the things you do have to, they're there for, is to, get on people to stop being so lazy.
Hold on, Michael. It's Easy Street. You don't work.
Yeah, it'll be here tomorrow. Did you not hear that?
Yeah. I mean, I'm showing up when no one cares. I'm eating my lunch on the
I'm having
roof.
2 beef and cheddars from Arby's. 2 and a curly fry.
Yeah. I'm taking my time, and then I get some new recruit that is an inmate that's trying to hustle. And I'm like, calm down, buddy.
Yeah, I'm like, it'll be here tomorrow. Look at the sign. We're good.
Yeah. Like, we're taking this 2-hour job, and this is a 2-day job. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. And sometimes you get away with that, and sometimes, they're like, hey, this has got to be done because other people, they have bosses who are getting on them. So, yeah, for the most part, it's Easy Street, but, occasionally it's like, oh, hey, you have to go do this now.
Is it a all-male facility, or do you work on any female facilities for, like, lady prisoners?
No, there's one women's prison, like, up north or somewhere else in the state, but it's an all-male prison.
Okay, gotcha.
Well,
could you be transferred?
We do have a couple of
because
could you be transferred to the ladies' prison, or do they have a lady like electrician or like AC gal rather there?
Well, no, because you can work because like we have female COs, like some of them too. I'm just like, oh my God, what are you doing here? Like, this is Arizona, so they're the most beautiful Latina you've ever seen in your life. And you're in here in this male prison and, being hit on by all these dudes all day. It's like hard enough to be a woman. And then you coming in here dealing with this all day? What?
We do have. Well,
that's why
I tried to beat Tom to it.
Listen, if I was if I'm Tom Van, the Latina, right? I got a big
role play now. Okay, role play. Tom Van, Latina.
So I got a big ass.
Beautiful.
Big, beautiful ass.
Tight khaki pants. I mean, tight khakis.
I mean, my prison issued khakis.
Brown. It's bursting at the seams with ass goodness.
Yeah. It barely holds it in. Yeah. My top is kind of small.
That's okay. I like a lean
bottom.
I like a flat on the top and big bottom girl.
And I got lips with the I outline them into darker, like those straight big hoops. And I'm there, and I'm a CEO. Yeah. And then
you look like one of those homie figurines from back in the day.
And then all the prisoners hooting and hollering at me. Like I feel like $1 million.
Love it.
I am the most popular Latina in the prison.
Oh my God!
Yeah, they're like, I'll do anything to be with you.
You're the queen.
You know how much I want that? All right.
The chat room loves the new character Tom Van Latina. By the way, write that down. You're gonna have to reprise that later.
So Michael, let's talk about pay. He
already tipped his hat a little bit that you can make more on the outside.
So, what do you get paid, or what does a prison HVAC that works for the state get paid?
It's between like 50 and 60 on your base pay, but then if you add in all the benefits and stuff, the health insurance, dental, vision, long-term disability, paid time off, all of that stuff, I think it comes out to around like 70 to 80 is what they've shown on the paperwork before.
What about vacation? What do you get?
You earn it, so you earn so many hours per hour's work, but it works out to 2 weeks of vacation a year, about 2 weeks of sick time. But then you can also, I can work overtime, and I can either get paid at, time and a half, or I can get PTO at time and a half. So I can, work an hour overtime, get an hour and a half off in the future. Type of deal. So,
okay, that's awesome because you could potentially take on extra jobs and bank vacation time for an extra trip if you wanted to take it.
Yeah, and another thing too is they allow you to bank only up to 320 hours of sick time, 320 hours of vacation. So anything you have, if you keep accruing more after that, they will come to you and say, hey, you have a week that you need to take off because you have all this time and you're going to lose it if you don't. So that's what I'm working for, is to one day be told, hey, you've got to go take a week off because you have too much time, because that is definitely not an American thing, and I want to experience a little bit of Europe.
Yeah, I feel that, man. That's exactly what I was thinking. It would be cool to have somebody, and what is a wonderful surprise. Hey, go home. You accrued too much time off.
Yeah.
So, Michael, this may be a stupid question, but
I hope it's really stupid.
I'm used to them.
Make it the dumbest you have.
Have you ever been working and then realize oh man, this is a flaw in prison engineering? A prisoner could escape through whatever, you're working on the guts of the swamp cooler.
This drywall's rotten.
Or just been there's a room here, there's a void.
Oh, there's a gun in this room.
Have you ever found a place that you thought, hey, a prisoner could escape through here just from working within the prison?
No, they literally have people who drive around, then they have people who have to walk the fences and pull on it. And now they did have the other day, a guy made it over one set of the fences out of the yard, ran over to another yard and was trying to break into a car before they figured it out. Now he didn't get out of the prison itself, but he did get out of his yard. And now he's got 5 more years, and they sent him up to the maximum security prison up in northern Arizona, where you're locked down.
They don't mess around. 5 extra years. Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
How are the guards or the COs to work,
to be around, you mean?
Yeah. Are they generally cool, or are they rough around the edges?
They're generally cool. Not the brightest bunch. You literally have to have a driver's license and a high school diploma to get a job and be 18. So
That's what I tell them when I meet them too. I'm like, oh yeah, you're really.
Some of them are intelligent, but a lot of the times, stuff like their ice machine keeps breaking, and then you go to fix it, and they just keep turning the water off to the ice machine, and it's like, well, yeah, it doesn't work if it doesn't have water. Like, you just have.
We don't know that.
Yeah. So, because like I said, I mean, it's not like they have to really do a lot or think a lot. They just kind of got to be there, and you know what I mean. If things go down, start popping them with pepper balls.
You're really breaking Mini Drunkie's heart right now. You're really breaking Alan. Alan's a good man.
This is a perfect job for me. Everything you said, I qualify for.
And you love paintball.
I love paintball.
You love paintball.
And I love shooting criminals with paintball peppers. I've always wanted to do that.
Ever since we talked about that, 17 minutes ago? I can't stop thinking about pepper spraying somebody with pepper balls, just shooting their face until it's just pepper balls.
Can you bring an aftermarket barrel? Like, you're like, hey, I got a aftermarket rifled, because they drill holes in a spiral, so
they
the
should
bell
let you go crazy.
Yeah.
Have it set up however you want.
Can I put a new hopper on with that can load the balls faster?
I have no problem with that.
I like upgrading my prison pepper ball shooter.
If I'm the warden, I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
No problem with that.
I switched from CO2 to
Wait a minute,
nitrous.
is this Tom Van Latina? Are you shooting? Because that's hot as hell. I'm telling you right now, hot-ass Latina shooting pepper balls into a... You want the best YouTube channel on YouTube? Get a hot Latina... prison guard to shoot prisoners with the pepper balls in her ass shaking. Oh my God, that's America.
Well, Michael, thanks so much for doing a weird job with us today.
The chat room says this is without a doubt one of the greatest weird jobs we've ever had, because this is weird.
Oh,
this is a weird one, man.
So, Michael, do they have your job for every other thing, like regular general handyman, plumbers, like basically carpenters and all that stuff? They work for the state?
Yeah, so we have plumbers, electrician, guys who just, like, some guys, they just work on our yard. So, like, they'll get their workers from that yard, they just go to that yard, and that's the only one that they work on. So if plumbing breaks, lighting breaks, kitchen equipment breaks, whatever, they go and they fix that. And then, we have, like, electrician, plumber, then me. And so, there's a lot of, people there working on stuff, because it's a very old prison, too, so it's falling apart. And, everything just breaks all the time, and they just like to put Band-Aids on it and be like, well, it's working now.
Well, that's government, right? Like, we know that.
Do you have, like, a break room inside the prison that you take your lunch break?
Yeah, you heat up your fish in the microwave?
Well, I do the air conditioning, so, I do technically, like, have this office-type area, but I never get to see it, because doing the air conditioning... You know what I mean? It's a big prison, and I might be working on one yard, first thing, and then I go to another one, and then another one. So that's the other thing, too, is, like, we work 8 straight. So it's 6:30 to 2:30. They don't make us take that half-hour lunch off. So, like, if I'm just sitting at what's called a sally port waiting to drive through to get on the yard, I can just sit there and eat my lunch and stuff like that. So I actually prefer it, because I don't have to work 8.5 hours, just 8.
I love straight. Like, we do Mondays. We do, like, straight work here. Man, I love you get it and you go until you stop. I love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Sometimes that hour, like, everybody in America has started to be like, oh, I get an hour lunch break. Like, that's not that good. You're a prisoner for another hour. Like, you cut that out. Like, just eat your lunch at work, steal their time, and then get back to work so that you can go home.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need an hour.
Anyway. Yeah, that's the thing. I'd rather go home than be at work.
Agreed. I think everybody agrees with that. Well, hey, thank you for your time. This was an excellent weird job, and stay safe, okay?
All right, man. Y'all have a good day. Appreciate you.
All right.
Take it easy.
You too,
Bye.
man. We appreciate you as well. That was a good one.
That's the thing about weird job. It's like all these jobs that you never think about. Like, of course, there are multiple people that work inside a state prison that just keep up with the upkeep of the of all the building's upkeep. And it's like, it's like, and I never thought about it.
There will always be prisons, dude.
Yeah, I never think about that.
When will there? Can you think of a time there will not be prisons?
No, yeah.
That's a job that AI can't take away, right?
Yeah. It's like they're all, it's
kind of a smart trade. Trades are on the upswing, right? We read about that now. Mechanical, like knowing how to like physically fix things.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a viable career path for people now. Like, I wonder if you could tell like somebody like that is an electrician hearing this right now, if they were like, oh, damn, that's not a bad idea if I can get in there. Is it coveted, though? Is it protect? Because, I don't think he's going anywhere. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, that's the thing, too, as the more... I used to think, I'd never want to work a government job because it would seem like a prison to me because...
But you can build upon it with your benefits and stuff.
You can. It's just, I'm a dreamer. So I'm always thinking that I'm going to, the next turn, I'm going to get rich or strike it rich. That's an American dream, When that'll never happen. You know what I'm saying? It may, but that's a small percentage chance. Really, it's statistically better to play it safe and then end up at the end of your career with all this accrued safety that you've built. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no one's going to complain about that.
But again, in my mind, I was always like, well, if I get a government job, then I can, I know the ceiling. If you're outside in regular work, the ceiling is there's no ceiling technically,
right?
Even though reality there is. But you're like, I could be the CEO of this company. I've seen it on Undercover CEO. He started as a janitor,
right.
But you're never going to be the CEO of Apple.
No, or nothing even close to it. Or its competitor. You're just not gonna...
Most likely, you'll never be the manager.
Correct.
Because that's everybody's fighting for that, and then it's all internal politics.
This is a version of I've always thought to work on we have a great venue here in town called the Kia Center where the Orlando Magic play.
Yeah.
I've always thought to be the guy that does the electrician for the Kia Center. I've always thought because there's so many lights, so many plugs.
Oh, there's a full-time electrician for the Kia Center.
Right, there is. This is a version of that, and I think these type of jobs where you're a one of one for a thing, and you're really not going to get your boat rocked unless you do something really stupid.
Yeah.
That's that sweet spot. I think it is the sweet spot.
You'll never get... I've talked to people in government jobs, and they're like, do you know what it would take to get me fired?
And if you're good, they're going to keep you forever. And this guy's good. You can tell this guy's good.
No, you don't. I mean, they'll keep you forever if you're bad.
No, I know, but I'm saying if you're good, you're literally...
But it's almost no incentive to be good. That's what screws me up, too, though. So you
couldn't do that, dude. You don't do a bad job deliberately. You wouldn't just
but if I knew there was no consequences, I'd never be fired, and I'm like, why am I working that hard? That's the problem with me. It's that's what happened with me at the radio. I was like, well, if me advancing is total chance and happenstance and dependent on who the higher
why am I grinding daily?
Yeah,
I get it.
I don't think that's what causes government laziness is because of that. I'll never advance. It doesn't matter how hard I work. If I want to work hard, that's on me and just my personal what I want to do. But I could do nothing and still get paid.
You could do what's no work. Do you do 6%?
The bare necessity of work and then get by.
The bare necessity.
Yeah, make a song with them.
There you go. Let's do it. All right.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. I'm just going to defer to you, man, because we don't want to waste this guy's time.
With us on Zoom, he's going to be at the Orlando Funny Bone. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. One of them's already sold out, so get your tickets now. 1 show Sunday. Orlando.funnybone.com for tickets. We got Steve-O. How you doing, Steve-O?
Man, I'm feeling good. I'm super stoked, and I'm bringing a hell of a show.
So, Steve, since the last time we talked to you, and I've been thinking about this a lot, and I mentioned that I think you as a human being have had the most diverse, wide spectrum of human experience than any other human that I could possibly think of. And I've thought about this since the last time we talked to you, and I was like, all right, there's got to be another human being that I could think of, dead or alive, that has had a more wide spectrum of human experience than Steve-O, and I couldn't think of one. I mean, even to all right, I was looking at Trump. I was like, all right, well, Trump became president and all but still, Steve-O has had more different experiences than any human being I could think of.
And we've talked about this multiple times. You don't know that we're talking about this, but you have been the guy we use as the example for experiences.
And I'm like, that is an interesting life to live.
Well, boy, do I appreciate that.
Have you thought about that, Steve, where if you were ever to even write a book about, and I know you have written books before, but and really highlighted each unique, weird, interesting experience. I don't think you could do it. It would be too long because you've had that many weird, unique, interesting experiences in your entire life.
I remember in 2005, we were filming Wild Boys in Russia, and I was in a Russian-made fighter jet traveling faster than the speed of sound to the edge of the Earth's atmosphere, where at noon it just was like dark of night, and I was looking at the Earth from the edge of the Earth's atmosphere. And in that moment on camera, I said, Steve-O, sometimes I just got to think, you've been everywhere. You've done everything. Way to go, kid.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
And that was over 20 years ago.
Yeah, so I thought you were a pretty worldly guy when I found out that you knew how to clown, or when I found out your very early on background, because I think it's like the third or fourth time we've got the privilege to talk to you. But I thought that you had wild experiences the first time I met you. And then the next time you come in, there's even more wild experiences. And now, I swear to God, we knew we were going to talk to you, and we wanted to talk to you about the Jackass movie. I forgot you have a TV show that debuted last night that I watched with my daughter. So congratulations on just another feather in the cap, of being everywhere at all times. That's a pretty darn good show, man.
As we filmed it, it occurred to me over and over, wow, this is a really impressive production, and it's a really clever show. I was just struck by how entertaining it all was. And I think throughout the whole show, it's just going to be wildly fun to watch.
So, Steve, speaking of the wide range of human experience, I heard you on your own podcast, Wild Ride, and talked to Wee Man, and it was after, obviously, Jackass Best and Last is out in theaters right now, and you mentioned to him, and I found this super interesting, how now more than ever it has become difficult to be out in public, and it makes perfect sense because the amount of fame that you've reached. And also, I think partly because everybody just assumes you have no boundaries whatsoever because of who you are. Right. So just the amount of people that ask for pictures and recognize you in public is overwhelming. And Wee Man was talking about it too, and that's interesting. And how have you learned to deal with that?
That's an older interview from my podcast, I'm reasonably sure.
Okay.
And that was, I was having that feeling in the wake of Jackass Forever, which was 2002. It was, I remember, really kind of noticeably more intense, as far as difficult to get around in public. And I was on tour, as well. I don't know. Overall, I think I do pretty well with it. But it can, I just have a threshold where, if it's too many people, if it's too much, I just got to kind of try to get out of, get out of public areas.
Yeah.
But, I'm grateful for it all. I really am.
Steve, do you ever, I think about this because as we get older, and you've even, I think, mentioned on some interviews about how you never thought it would happen. You found yourself craving the attention a little bit less. Yeah. And now you got a awesome farm out in Tennessee, and I'm sure there's lots of times where you're just away from it all, and you're like, man, I could spend more and more time
with my family.
And with your animals and your partner, and just be away from. Have you think about?
Yeah, I think about that all the time. I'm dying to do less. And just be at home more. And I think that I will, but I've made a conscious decision that with this last Jackass movie, best and last. Oh, God damn it, I pushed the button myself. Sorry.
You're fine.
I did it. It's me. I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I made a conscious decision with this last Jackass movie coming out that I wouldn't squander the moment, with all the buzz and all the publicity, that I wouldn't sit on my butt with all that going on and wonder, man, why didn't I take advantage of it? Like when we had one last moment. And so that's why I'm hitting it pretty hard right now and for the rest of the year on tour. That's why I'm coming to the Funny Bone this weekend. And I'm also thrilled to do it because, like I said, man, I got a hell of a show that I put together.
Yep.
It's like a Jackass movie meets a stand-up comedy show, but it's all completely new stuff that I filmed on my own. Because over the years, I've just kind of become a bona fide production company in my own right.
Sure.
And I've gotten more and more ambitious as the years have gone by. So the stuff that I filmed for my multimedia comedy is really at the level of a Jackass movie. Like, it's big, crazy crap. And I'm just so happy with it.
And, someone asked me, they're like, oh, Steve-O's coming into town. They're like, what is his show like? And I'm like, he filmed a bunch of new stunts that you've never seen, and he shows them to you. He shows the crowd.
Kind of walks you through his life.
Yeah. And then there's comedy mixed in because you've been doing stand-up for long enough that you're really funny on stage. Like, you've developed the reps where you're put together a show that's got, funny footage that you filmed, and also stories, and you develop your stand-up really well. It's really cool to see how much success you've had.
You work hard. I mean, like, I don't think... Did you think that people would eventually turn around and be like, hey, the sober, hard-working guy, and I was kind of alluding to it before we even did the interview, about how reliable, and you're always on time, and, like, you're just, like, that guy now. Did you ever think you would be, like, that guy? I mean, you're kind of that guy.
I have no idea how it happened.
Steve, we'll end with this real quick. And again, orlando.funnybone.com.
You better get your tickets though, because they are selling out. Get them now.
And guess what? Like Steve, his farm is calling him.
Yeah, you heard it.
He's got a bunch of animals. Like one day, Steve's gonna never be seen again,
no.
and he's gonna be retired.
It's my girl, my dog, my animals, my farm, and I'm not doing this.
So you better go see him. And Steve's the coolest person that you meet in person. Is like just down to earth, wants to make you happy, cares about his fans that show up, and is
Indeed.
But I'll end with this because you've been sober for 18 years, Steve. And I imagine, like, I grew up with you. I was in college when Jackass came out. It was part of the reason I got into the entertainment industry.
It inspired you, right?
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah.
And started doing Drunky the Bear and the whole thing. So it was like, it's part of, I feel connected to you somehow, Steve. And we talked to you a bunch of times.
Agree.
But a lot of people in our generation, drugs and alcohol, probably have seen you and how successful you've been being sober for the past 18 years. How many lives have you helped? Because I imagine it's thousands.
Yeah, thank you. You guys have been very kind. I think that the statistics show that more and more people are drinking less.
Yeah.
I think America's becoming somewhat healthier. And, I saw that, like, Jim Beam is no longer producing whiskey because they've got too much inventory.
Yep.
Because people are not drinking. So, go, young people. Go, America. I think that's great.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, extending the life, I mean, how do you get, just to circle back around, and a great place to end, how do you get the life experiences that Steve he's doing more than he's ever done. He did less.
Because of sobriety.
You could argue you were doing less when you were still doing a lot, don't get me wrong, but when you were loaded, you weren't doing as much as you are now, man. I mean, like, I see you everywhere now. everywhere now.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, sober Steve-O, like, runs circles around loaded Steve-O.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Indeed. And you can see sober Steve-O at the Funny Bone in Orlando. Man, we appreciate you giving us the time, even though we know you're traveling. I know that's difficult to drive and use your laptop or whatever. Thank you for doing that, man.
Hey, man, my pleasure, my honor. And, boy, I hope you guys can make it to the show because, like I said, dude, it's awesome, dude. I'm so happy.
Well, congrats on it, man. We have nothing but love for you and appreciate the time and stay safe on the road, okay?
Hell yeah, man. Thank you, guys. I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah,
cheers,
no problem.
Man. Be good. That's our buddy Steve-O. He's that's dangerous. He's driving using his laptop.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have him in studio. He's been in studio before, but he's actually doing shows like I think in Tampa. Like he did some shows last night. Like so, again, he's sober. He's super efficient. He is hitting up everything. It's like make that money now because I do see a time where this guy retires. Like I see him on social media. And like he seems happier at his farm, holding his goats and his dogs and being with his lady and is like away from the public. Because dude, think about
nobody can see what I said, but because the camera's on him during the interview. But like when you said that. Like that was out of any question you had or anything that you said when you said like, "Hey, I could see a time when you just settled in." Boom, he jumped right in. Did you see that? That's why I was like, "Oh, you hit it." That was the thing. That if there was anything that you mentioned that got him like, "Oh," it was when you said, "Hey, when do you want to just spend all of your time at the farm?" And did you see it?
Yeah,
it was a bird. Okay. He was definitely being as honest there.
So I'll tell everybody, like, okay, and I realized what I did wrong when we started that interview.
What'd you do wrong?
Is because like this guy's doing 1 million media hits, right? And so he's talking about his show. So he's got, he's prepared to hit the beats of his show. Beats. And then instead of like giving him a chance,
you were doing Larry King.
I started going deep right off the bat.
What was young Steve-O like? What was your childhood like?
This guy's driving his RV.
Tell me about your mother.
And I realized as I'm doing it and ask him something deep right off the bat, I'm like, "Oh, you idiot!"
No.
Because then he started hitting the beats. He's like, "Stop asking me about super insightful deep stuff. Like, let me hit the beats."
And then his carbon monoxide alarm went off.
So, but then I was asking about a retirement, and I was like, "Oh, I got him back." But I see it on his social media because he pops up on my TikTok all the time.
How old is he now?
50 to 54.
So he's around my age.
Yeah, he's in early 50s. Yeah, but
around my age, yeah.
But I really did think about like the weird wide spectrum of life experience this guy's had.
Yeah.
Because here's what, if you look at other people, what those other people that if you think of like who's had an interesting life of weird things that have happened. They don't have the wide spectrum of the drunkest, of the crazy drug fueled, like the most insane party drug atmosphere, and then now to the sober, clean living, healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like even that spectrum of experience is interesting in the human form because most people don't have that.
Well, behind the scenes, like for you guys, just to show the perspective of like two guys that followed Steve-O when he started as drunk Steve-O, like crazy loaded Steve-O. I mean, we had him set for a 10 a.m. call. He hit the Zoom at 9:59. The dude and he's done that since he's been sober. He's like literally like consummate businessman,
And then also the experience, like a lot of like rich people have like rich and famous have had a crazy spectrum of experience.
Well, they get access, right? But because the entertainment gives you, like Hulk Hogan is another one I throw in there is like, how many presidents did he meet? How many crazy stories does he have? The wacky people that he met, things that Ric Flair's another one where I put him up there. He's not as big as Steve-O.
No, because
but access. They get access.
Because here's why I say it's Steve-O, because also Steve-O is dedicated made his entire career from 95 to now, even probably before that.
I would say before.
Because when he just started, when he was a teenager, started doing crazy things, is that, he's had the poverty and the super success, which a lot of people don't get the extreme poverty of it, because he was poor even the first season of Jackass. He talks about openly, he only got paid $1,500 for the first season of Jackass, which is insane to how many people saw it. So
eyes on it. It may be one of the most underpaid things ever seen.
Yeah, but now he's translating that fame early into his own personal success, because now he's able to monetize it himself.
There was a time, and I want to say, because I want to be honest, because I love it when we get to talk a little bit about this after the interview. I want to say maybe 2 times ago we talked to him or something, or maybe we did a quick radio hit with him or something. But there was a time when I kind of felt bad, because it felt like he was feeling the pressure of having to outdo his own tour. And that seems to be gone. Like right now he seems very comfortable. Like, I've got my show. It's all organized. But do you remember what I'm talking about? Like, it's like 2 tours ago or a tour ago.
Yeah.
It seemed like there was a pressure.
He's trying to figure it out.
Yeah. And I applaud him though for saying, he was always honest about it. He's like, yes, I do feel that pressure. Like maybe I'll have to stop this because I'm trying to outdo myself. Maybe there is an end to this.
Yeah. And then, just his dedication, because even the other Jackass crew, like...
Oh, the Kalshi bet on Steve-O being the one? What are the odds on him? Like, if Kalshi had the list of the entire Jackass... Well, it depends on what time. Okay, Kalshi has a list of all the Jackass crew, and who, when they turn 50, will be successful. Still successful, and in a good place health-wise. What are the odds on Steve-O?
Oh, yeah. Well,
he's doing better than a lot of the bit players that you thought were just fine.
In 2007, I would say that...
like Rake Yorn.
He'd be in the bottom of everything, But a lot of those guys, all those guys pop up on my Instagram and TikTok, and most of them got sober, right?
It's true. The ones that didn't, there's tragic tales.
Bam's friend, I forgot his name.
Ryan Dunn?
No, because he's the most tragic of it.
Saddest one.
But there was Bam Margera's friend. He was a heroin addict for a long time. He was in the CKY videos. I forgot his last name. But anyway, he was a real bad heroin addict and the most junky person of that crew,
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was like straight up addict.
Yeah.
And he got sober, and it's surprising when they all came out of it. Like, even Steve-O's partner from Wild Boys, Chris Pontius, who I don't think...
That guy's like a fitness influencer now. He looks amazing. He's like 50, abs, looks great, does fitness videos. Just got his TikTok, I think, was on Today's Show, and Men's Health. I was just telling you about it. Pontius has this thing where he's making headlines because his whole workout routine for the average Joe is, when you don't want to work out, as long as you can do 1 rep, your mind will never let you just do 1. You'll have to finish the set. And he's right.
Yeah.
It does work.
It's like, the
just do 1 push-up. You'll do 50.
Well,
or as many as you can.
The cliche of going to the gym is the hardest part of working out. It's like just walking into the door.
Here's a funny little piece of information from our chat room. Ryan says, I'll always remember when Hulk Hogan thought it was Bam who died, not Ryan Dunn. Hogan tweeted out his sympathies, and Bam responded, I'm still alive, brother.
Yeah. That's a famous
that is extremely famous internet wrestling meets, CKY Jackass.
Yeah.
The CKY videos, all of that. What was the movie? Oh, God. What was the name of that movie that they filmed? It had a weird...
Bam did it?
Yeah, the Bam movie.
He did a lot of weird stuff.
The one, though, that was it was going to be his, masterpiece. It had a weird name.
He was obsessed with the band Him.
He loved the band Him.
And then speaking of Bam, it's interesting because...
Seems like he's doing okay now.
Yeah.
It seems like he's sober. I think he celebrated 2 years sobriety or a year sobriety.
Yeah, it seems sober and he's just skating all the time and just filming stuff for social media.
And I saw him with his kid, so that's good. He's visiting his boy, so that's fantastic.
But what's odd is you could tell how long Steve-O, when you have because of his podcast and you see him whatever, seems like so much more of an adult than Bam Margera, even though Bam Margera's sober right now. It's weird because
is it because Steve has more reps in being sober or being normal?
I don't know. Maybe it's personality driven or whatever. Bam was somehow more stuck as a kid because you see him and
he got way more famous than Steve-O. Right? There was a time when Bam was there was a time.
Yeah. When he had his own show and
you could make the argument that he was the new face. In fact, I bet you in a boardroom somewhere they said this is the new face of MTV right here.
He was more famous than Johnny Knoxville.
Yes.
At one time.
He was the favorite.
When he had his own
show.
was
Jackass.
Yeah.
Like when you said Jackass, Bam was over Jackass.
Yeah, I think that stunted his...
I think so too.
Because it is weird...
He's frozen in time.
Yeah, because you do grow up once you get out. I don't know. It's like you become an adult and things slow down and then you just have more perspective and then you just kind of become the adult you never thought you were or were going to become as a kid. You know what I'm saying? And then Bam Margera, you watch him on social media and I'm sure he's obviously more mature than he used to be, but there's still an element of it seems like a kid trapped in a 50-year-old man's body.
Yeah.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We are live on Twitch and YouTube. Come on over, hang out, hit the subscribe button at Tom and Dan Live.
Game Show Drew's here. How you doing, Game Show Drew?
You know me, ripping fat hits and tossing the donk.
Oh, no.
I don't know what that means.
What?
What did you say? Do you want to say it again?
Fell in a second. No, don't.
I don't know what just happened. I just blacked out.
Don't say blacked out.
What do you mean by that?
What are you doing?
So Drew's got a new intro.
Let me
jump right in.
Yeah, I mean, well, Tom, I don't know if you've noticed, but it's get to work around here, and we don't have time for your foolishness, and here we go.
Oh my God, Becky, look at his butt. It's just so big. It's just so round.
Yeah, I'm a Top Gun. I'm a hot one. Alec Baldwin with the prop gun. You can't tell me this is not fun. God damn, this boy is a problem. Yeah, you're damn right. Yeah, you're damn straight. TND, ACT, let me elaborate. Harder than the crack of your ass, I might evaporate. Head of my class, think fast, cause I decapitate. Yeah, I'm talking brains though, and this is strange though. BDMs, tell your friends, let's start the game show. Ow, 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 ow.
What the hell? That's a damn Lamborghini pound wagon.
For good measure.
All right. That was something.
Right next to Phil.
I do feel like a little more pressure sitting next to him for some reason.
So is that why you brought me on? Because I had no...
Phil, I did not know that this was the Great Racist Setup. Welcome to the Great Racist Setup with Tom and his friend Game Show Drew.
So, why is it so awkward, Drew? I'm sitting there listening
to it. You loved it. I saw you laughing at the Baldwin prop gun.
He laughed at the Baldwin prop gun, and then the sound effect was so poorly mixed. The sound effect was so loud and so poorly mixed that Tom winced. His ears hurt, I think. That was good.
Thank you. So each time Game Show Drew is here, we always have a BDM, a listener, come in to play with us, and today we have Phil Fro.
Hey, what's up?
Phil, kidneyforphil.com. You guys know Phil. He used to be my radio intern.
Yes, sir.
12 years ago, which me and Phil came in during lunch and we were just talking some mess because Phil, he started his own business, podcast doctor, and he's into podcasting technology.
Yep.
And we were talking and Phil's like, God, I can't believe it was 12 years ago. Time goes by fast as hell. But anyway, Phil, thanks for coming today. We appreciate it.
I feel like you swindled me here. Like, why are you here? Why is he telling me these things? Like, why are we hearing these things?
You should have said, you know what you should have said there? You should have said, I feel like you shanghaied me here.
Yeah.
So it's a racist on racist. So it's racist on racist.
Every time I invite someone somewhere, it feels a little swindly.
Yeah.
like, before you get out of your car, you're like, is this a swindle?
Yeah. What is this?
I like that. It keeps you on your toes, though.
And swindly is the correct. I think that's correct. Swindly. I like that.
Because it feels like, was he correct about doing this? Anyway, and also, Tracy's here. White Claw Tracy.
White Claw Tracy is here.
And I don't even know why. And she told me, she's like, don't tell Drew, but he said to keep it a secret. But he said, I'm coming to play. I'm like, that's fine. You could have just showed up. I'm like, if you just showed up here, like, okay.
I'd be like, oh, yeah, Tracy's here. Hey, Tracy.
I'm not like, hey, what's going on? I need to have some control.
Who sent you?
Yeah, we are the anti-host in that you and I have had a show for how long now?
Well,
12 years.
No, that's ACT.
Well, 09.
The Friday free show started 09, so it's more than 17 years.
But we've never been like, I mean, if people come, somebody fell through our roof right now, we'd be like, hi, we've interviewed pizza guys, we've interviewed, we've had just things happen, and it kind of adds to the show. We're just kind of that show.
And because of so many scheduling snafus over so long,
we're the swindling snafus.
You think you scheduled them?
We're the swindle snafus.
Then someone will just show up, and then I'll look at Daniel like, uh-oh, and then Daniel look at me and like, I know.
I'm used to it now. No, I'm good now. I'm hard as hell.
Let's just start talking to him. We'll figure out who he is during the show.
Raise your hand if you've ever started interviewing somebody and you don't know their name.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. We've done that a million times.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so if you don't know, I think you did a pretty decent. Wow, that is chunky. That was a chunky cough. If you've never played this game, this game is all about ACT. It's all about what happened on ACT. It's
all shows, really, right?
All shows.
All shows. And it's up to us to figure out what happened in the Tom and Dan universe using, whether or not we listened. I mean, context clues. A lot of times he hides clues in the title. I'm just trying to give you some hints because
every question starts with a hint.
Right. Is that
every question has a hint.
I'm doing a pretty good job.
Except for No, every question has a hint.
Okay.
And then there's mini games.
Mini games, yes.
Yeah.
And
what are the stakes here? If I win, do I get a kidney?
No.
We should have thought of that. We should have thought of that.
Yeah, that would have been a real good prize.
I mean, you want to make a man play for his life.
Yeah, but what if you won and then you got the kidney?
Now, instead of the kidney, how about some garbage that Drew bought online?
Yeah, how about some Amazon?
We can definitely do that.
Like we have trash in this studio currently that he has bought. Like we have a lizard mask.
Yeah.
We have a ball gag.
Your Bob Marley hat. You love that.
I do love that.
You won that.
I do love my Bob Marley hat.
I want some gardening gloves.
But you know what?
That's a great mini documentary.
You know what? My Bob Marley hat is, honestly, though, one of the most polarizing items in this studio. If I put that thing on...
Yeah, people run away.
People run away. They're like, oh, don't put that on. Racist. Like, seriously. If I put my Bob Marley hat on, everybody thinks it's racist. They run for me.
Yeah. Is it racist?
I thought it's just a hat with dreadlocks. It's not. I'm not blackface. I'm not pretending to be black. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't seem like that would offend anybody. But
Curtis Sleewell, he wears a beret. I can't wear a beret.
But I guess it's you're stealing a culture or like appropriation, whatever that word is. Anyway,
all right, we're waiting. You know what? We waited too far out. Let us come back to the shore. We're back on shore now, and let's get to swindling.
All right.
Yeah, we got a lot of questions to get you through.
Okay,
here.
Let's do it.
All right, question number 1. Hint: it's EJ or nothing. On Tuesday's ACT, you had EJ on for another nerd jock. What nickname did you give him because he's so soft?
Now we got to yell out our names if we know it.
Yeah,
we got rid of that. You can just say it.
Okay.
Have you played this game before? It's EJ or nothing. It's EJ or nothing.
Because I know we call him Big for Nothing all the time. Yeah. So he's so soft.
It's a term used in gaming.
when somebody's powers aren't that good.
It makes me sad that now...
This just happened.
It did.
It makes me sad that this game now has been whittled down to just us going, I hate that. I hate that.
Yeah. Like, you think we just did it. But again, our brains are not in memory mode.
No.
They're in joke
improv mode. Yeah.
And then
Phil, you been listening?
Is it Nerf?
It's Big Nerf, baby!
And you told me you never even listened.
Who's EJ?
EJ's that fat guy.
No, I know.
God, Big Nerf, I remember.
It's the name of the show, too.
Oh, damn it. I never
God, you're giving us softballs and we can't even get those. All right, hold on. Am I keeping score? I'll keep score.
Oh, yeah,
Tracy,
please.
can you keep score?
Yeah.
You know, the only
Here,
time...
I'll give you a piece of paper. Here.
Really, I learned the names of these shows is when this game show.
It's part of the fun.
Because
all right, Phil is in the lead. Good job, buddy.
Hey.
Well done, Phil. Well done.
All right. Phil's got a point. Next question.
Question 2, hint, large bumps. On Wednesday's ACT titled From Snooter to Rooter, you talked to Shayla about her job helping people with loss of sight. Tom came up with a name for a blind wrestler. What was it?
Damn, I can't remember this, but I think the joke wasn't even funny.
Large bumps.
Is it Kane?
No.
That's pretty funny, though, right? Right? 'Cause that is, okay, hold on. I want to let the record reflect that. I want the judges to come in and swindle me a point because he's a real wrestler. The Undertaker's brother was Kane.
That's good. Yeah,
and a blind person. Yeah, okay.
That's a good one.
I thought so, too. I thought so, too. But it's not the right answer.
No, it wasn't even good at all. I think it wasn't even funny or made sense.
I laughed. It was
Okay,
great.
well, Drew, you're crazy.
Yeah, you are crazy. You're certifiable, man.
Yeah. You know how easy it is to make a crazy person laugh? They laugh at everything.
Maybe that's why our show does pretty well. Because everybody that listens to it's insane.
God. I give up. I don't know.
The hint was large bumps, but the name of the wrestler was Big Braille.
Big Grail.
When you said his power move would just be blindly throwing his fists around.
It's very disrespectful of you to say that.
I'm sorry.
My God,
this question's got a bonus. Dan accused Tom of flirting with Shayla. What did Tom say next?
Give me them bumps. He likes bumps.
He does like bumps.
And we both thought Shayla was attractive. She's an attractive lady. I mean, in a tiny skirt. Come on.
Did I apologize?
Is she blind?
No, but her daughter is.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's awesome. She teaches,
story.
and yeah, if you haven't heard that one, that's probably one of our top 5 weird jobs of all time.
I agree.
Because she and her daughter both now assist people to be they can do blind people can do anything they want. You know, basically now with the use of meta glasses, you're good except for driving. You're good to go.
Oh, we got Brooke Hogan's husband coming up in August. That's for a weird job.
Oh, yeah. Wait for that one, brother.
What? Which is his last name is Brooks, so her new name is Brooke Brooks.
Oh, that's good. That's a game show name. That's a good game show name.
I have no idea. True.
Tom said, I quote, "Sorry, blind people make me horny."
That does sound like you. Wow, you're an animal. I told you he was horny too. That's funny.
I don't think I said that.
You said it. Quoted.
All right.
I like that you're now fighting the things that you're like, I didn't say that. I never said that.
Well,
I would never say that.
Well, there's an element to all blind people where you got a chance, right? To start off.
Are you doing stand-up? Are you trying to do stand-up now?
Well, I'm just saying.
He thinks he's on Kill Tony and he took his mushrooms. Did you take your mushrooms?
No, I'm just saying, base, you take looks out of it, everybody's got a chance, and, you got to talk your way through it and then feel your face. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would do bad if they felt my face because it's going to feel gross. Too much hair.
All right, Drew.
First mini game.
Yeah, get us out of this.
And the score is still just Phil 1. Okay.
Phil 1. We're getting skunked, man. Good job, Phil.
Yeah.
Good job, Phil.
This mini game is called Fortunately, Unfortunately. I'm going to give you a fake news story. After I give you that headline, Phil, you're going to go first, and you're going to start making a comment with the word fortunately, yada, yada, yada. Then you'll go unfortunately, da-da-da-da-da, fortunately, da-da-da-da, unfortunately. And we'll keep going around until someone can't do it.
So I just make up the
just
next
a comment
sentence?
on the news story.
Okay.
So now we're just doing games at any typical night at SAC downtown. The SAC improv comedy lab.
Hey, you do 20 shows, you run out of ideas.
Yeah.
Okay,
Next, we'll be doing some Meisner technique.
It's weird. Every time I come on and do a show with you, we have a conversation before the show starts. That's in my friggin' game. Here's your first news story. Sloth World announced that they're reopening in October.
Fortunately, they have a brand new display of all dead sloths.
Unfortunately, the owner is now poofing crack smoke in your face.
Fortunately, he has an unlimited supply of crack that he will offer to everyone.
Unfortunately, it's not crack. It's actually K2.
Fortunately, K2 has some crazy effects, like a little bit crack.
Unfortunately, it dilates your anus to obnoxious sizes. Yeah! I did it.
That was good.
I did it.
You took it there.
That's not good.
That was Tom doing his new character, Italian. That's his new character.
That was not the good.
Yeah, it's Italian chef hates dish.
That's not that good. This is why I hate improv. I don't know why.
The show's an improv show.
Yeah. But I like doing it my way.
Okay, Frank Sinatra.
Say Usher. At the end, and you win.
Yeah, because when you started forcing me to do it, I'm like, I can't think of nothing funny. And then I have to force your way through it. And I'm mad at what I thought of. Anyway, all right.
Tracy, both Tom and Dan got a point for that because they did not fail.
All right.
Okay, all right.
So Dan has...
Yeah.
So we're all even. We're all
Because
even.
You know what? It shouldn't count that bad and unfunny improv still counts as improv.
Yeah.
Like, if it's not really funny... to me, it's like doesn't count because I could do that all day and just go through random stuff. Like, me and Daniel could do that loop endlessly if it's not funny.
We do have enough.
You barely get that crack line out, dude.
Yeah, you were struggling.
Well, because I was trying to look for the funniest thing and I couldn't find it, so I had to just spew out something.
Can I ask you a serious question?
Yes, sir.
And this is aside from the game.
Mm-hmm.
I am feeling a little more animosity from you towards Tom today, and I don't know where it's coming from, but I do feel like that since Tom has been really working on his fitness and physique, and you work on your fitness and physique, I do feel like we are having a vanilla gorilla off in here. A little bit. I feel like you guys are a little bit.
Tom's my buddy.
Okay.
I like Tom.
Because I told Drew they were giving him a whole best of show when they're going on vacation.
Poofed his ego like that. You crack poofed his ego.
At any time I let anybody know that they're doing a good job and we're rewarding them for how good of the job they do.
What did I tell you about
They
that?
immediately attack me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's like when you help people. So he used to help people, and the next thing you know, they'd hate him.
Yeah. It's a weird psychological effect of...
it's like the anti-Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah, they need to do favors for me to like me. If I do
but
something
you gave
good
up
for
favors.
Hate's close to love, brother.
Oh, Hulk Hogan. Brooks. All right, let's keep going.
All right. Hint. This is question number 3. Hint. Hell's Kitchen. On the Friday free show titled Lick, Suck, Nibble, Dan honestly shared a story about something he did when he was horny and Andrea wasn't in the mood. What was it?
Masturbate in the kitchen.
Point!
Yeah, you remember that one fact.
Because it's an actual thing that happened.
That's how you know it's real.
Phil goes, geez.
No, the story, I went downstairs. I was pouting. You look like a mature man. I'm an immature man. An immature man. But Tom has also pouted before, where you're horny and you want sex and you're not getting sex from your wife, and you're like, well, fine, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm taking my penis and going home.
Yeah.
So I went downstairs to get a Gatorade because I like to slam some electrolytes when I'm disappointed, and I was like, oh, I can just handle this on my own.
Kitchen.
Yeah. But I just happened to be in there. There was no reason why. I mean,
go to a comfortable on your couch.
I have a nice kitchen. Luxury vinyl planking.
All right.
Bonus question.
Okay.
What did Dan say you do, Tom, that's more embarrassing than that?
Mixes a smoothie in a garage.
Points.
Oh man,
I'm doing it.
Hold up, pause. How is that more embarrassing than
Scott squats
Because
down.
no American man that is the king of his domain should have to be shamed to go in the goddamn garage to mix a smoothie. You mix it on the marble countertops that you paid for, America, brother.
Do you look at the garage witch when you're doing it?
Daniel doesn't believe in like
being considerate
to your family, because whatever you're doing, your family should take as the head of the household,
right?
Which he lives
because he's
school,
the king,
which I'm jealous of. I don't live like that. I'm like
we live different lives. I'm the king.
I'm confused. So you're shunned into the garage?
No,
making it.
See, Phil, you would
get in there and make your smoothie.
Okay, the problem is
I do it for them. I don't want to be loud.
It's loud. He uses like a Vitamix. You ever use like a Vitamix?
Yes, I have one.
It's very loud.
Yes,
but it'll wake up, and I think Crystal's I'm trying to give the real explanation. I think she's a light sleeper, and she values her sleep more than anybody in the house.
At 6:30 in the morning, and then so I'm making my smoothie at 7, and then our whole family's still asleep. So then I just I turn on the smoothie in the garage. He
does it on the floor.
That's the weird part. He doesn't even have a table or anything.
The whole
squatting down, dude.
He's like trash. He's like bending down like you poop in a Middle Eastern country to put his strawberries in.
Man, y'all white people are weird. Yeah. Why don't you make your smoothie at night and just drink it in the morning?
No, that's preparation. You're crazy.
Get out of here.
And then all the ingredients become like all too mushy inside.
Gelatinated.
Yeah. I like mixing all the ingredients fresh. And then mixing it.
That's where you got it right.
Yeah. Because if you do it, if you prep the night before, then all like the spinach, everything becomes wilty and like
floaters and stuff.
Yeah.
It's
old.
Gooey.
It's all old.
Yeah,
anyway,
I agree with you. But would you accept me buying you a little table? Or is there room in there for it?
No, there's no room.
Okay. All right, never mind.
It's all a GD mess. Anyway, go ahead, Drew.
Question number 4. Hint. Sexual education. On ACT titled It's the Step, Tom talked to Vince Taylor about his fantasy of getting seduced by his manager, Jen, at Foot Locker. This led to a conversation about this genre of pornography. Tom finished this conversation by saying what?
It's kind of rape.
No.
Yeah. That's,
I mean, he might have said that, but that's not.
That's
the
a free use.
Hey, so we're on the same memory bank.
Yeah.
We are talking the category free use.
Well, I remember on the show I said my fantasy was I was in the shoe castle I built, and then she's like, "Oh," she knocks on the shoe door.
Excuse me, are you occupied?
And then she gets in there. Although she didn't like men. At all.
I see what you did, but that makes it better to some people.
Yeah. It's like, oh man, I'm all right. So
some people like what they call the hold the nose
seduction. It's usually like the stepmom catches you. Am I on the right track?
Hint: sexual education.
No, school. The naughty teacher.
Yeah.
You teach the seduction
shop class.
I like shop class. Okay. I like that Phil doesn't know what he's trying. Phil naturally is good at this game. You're just naturally good at the game.
I don't know, Drew.
I think we might have to I'll let you be the judge on this one, Tracy. Every young boy fantasy is to be seduced and sexually molested by an adult teacher of theirs.
That does sound like something you'd say. Yeah.
I think first Dan said teacher.
Yeah. Dan said teacher.
I'm running away with it today.
Yeah. And also, did you give him 2 points on the?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
Tracy's.
She's great.
Okay.
God, I mean, Drew's in an ornery mood. He's yelling at Tracy.
That never happened to y'all though.
Oh,
what?
No, I wanted it to happen.
Seduced by you? That happened to you?
Hell yeah.
What?
Yes.
Like by a teacher?
Yes.
How old were you?
17.
Okay.
Oh, that's the right age. Oh my God, that's the best. That's the best one.
In high school?
I look like this.
Right.
Yeah. I'll show you a picture of me as a senior.
And then how did it even? What teacher? Like I know you don't not say what
I don't
school.
care. I'll tell you, it was my art teacher.
And then she seduced you in class, or like obviously. I mean, after class,
the grooming happened in class.
We don't call it grooming here. We don't use the G word.
We call it seduction.
Have some respect. We do not use the G word in T&D studio.
The attraction happened in class.
Yeah. And then did you actually go through?
Yes.
Okay, in class?
No.
Okay, no. After hours and
after hours.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my God. The chat room, it says, Tom is so jealous now.
Well, 17-year-old Tom man, I mean, that's all that I could think of at that time. Like, oh my God.
Did you have a specific teacher that was like super? I did. My geometry teacher was an 11 all day.
I had no hot teachers.
Oh, really?
So I don't have this fantasy.
Where'd you go to school? What state?
Southern Illinois.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
Florida has hot-ass teachers.
Yeah. Because,
and they like seducing the kids. I see it.
It's all
and
over
I wish I could help to stop it, but I can't. Nothing can be done. So, I just, I shake my head and in disapproval and I move on.
It is not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But I look at it and I'm like, right.
At it again.
But it's happening. All right. Next question.
These game shows.
Hey, Tom. They can't hear us. Hey, Tom. These game shows make me and you look real bad.
Tom used to be in high school.
It's almost like he engineers these game shows to make us look real bad.
I've seen this picture. You look like Suge Knight.
Oh my God.
You do. You look like young Suge Knight in high school.
Like you're gonna dangle Vanilla Ice over a balcony.
And if you look like a 30-year-old, then I feel like you should get a little bit of a pass, right? We've
already got
objection.
The chat room has already collected its maximum amount of oofs. So I think we should probably move on.
What do they know?
Next minigame, 1-star review. I have a product review here that I got from Amazon. It's a real review, 1 star. I'll read the review. You tell me the product.
Okay.
Can't test it in public because the remote doesn't work, but it does turn on without the remote, and it's aggressively loud. Cool at home, not so cool in public.
Bidet.
No.
Dyson fan.
No.
God. It could be so many different things.
It could be anything.
There's barely a clue in there.
Remote, aggressively loud when it turns on. It's cool at home, but not in public.
Some sort of vibrator.
Vibrating panties.
No.
Patricia M.
on the board.
All right.
Wow.
All right.
Tracy's pointing at herself like, I've got on vibrating panties right now.
Here's a remote.
Yeah, it's about to blow me off this chair.
Next product.
And the remote, there's only one button, right?
No, there's like an intensity.
Yeah.
Phil and I are lovers. Yeah. You can tell the guys that are lovers. You can tell the guys that are not lovers, and you can tell the guys that are real lovers.
Well, you put it on the highest intensity.
No.
Pull too much birthday, man. You don't start.
This is like when Concrete Mike told everyone in the chat room how to perform, going downstairs on your lady, and everybody's like, "Why?" And then all the girls, every woman in our chat room was like, "He's absolutely correct. He knows exactly what he's talking about." Casanova Mike,
nibble on it.
Stop! Too much. Stop. Moving on.
Do you even ever start with the smallest?
You start with the smallest, and then you might go like.
Oh no!
It's a build-up, man.
Then I like to do Morse code, like. Tom
got a point on that one.
Hello, American GI. Come in, Rangoon.
Next product. It's hard to melt, and you have a short window to use it before it hardens back up. This makes you rush, and that's not something you want to do while doing something like this.
Can you say it one more time, please?
It's hard to melt, and you have a short window to use it before it hardens back up. This makes you rush, and that isn't something you want to do with something like this.
One of those molding clays that you use to put over your member.
No, but I like that. That's a good guess.
And it's a 1-star?
It's a 1-star review. Because it's hard to melt.
These games are always so freaking weird.
Some sort of butter?
No.
Is it some
sort of butter?
Is it food related?
Don't want to rush with my butter.
Tom doing his impression of the dumbest man in the world. You come busting in the door like, some sort of butter!
I don't know why I said it like that.
I love
Is
that.
it wax?
What's that?
Is it wax?
Like,
surfboard
you
wax.
only get one guess.
Surfboard wax. Sex wax.
Not sex wax.
Sensual oil wax. Oil, I don't know.
We were looking for nose hair wax kit.
All right.
Okay. No one would have ever gotten that. Hardest thing ever.
All right, last one. I only used this product twice. I used it last night with no hard pressure, and it seemed to hurt. I used it again this morning, and OMG, the pain. This is a device of torture. I only hope my tongue heals and I don't get an infection.
What'd you say?
Tongue heals?
Water pick.
Not a water pick.
I'm out.
Tongue scraper.
Tongue scraper is correct.
Phil is killing it.
Feels good.
Yeah, good
Point
job.
for Phil.
Yeah.
Do people use those?
Yes.
You know, I had one in my shower for the longest time that my dentist gave me, and it had like tiny ribs on the top and then thicker ribs on the bottom. You know, you've got like two different sides.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to do it because my wife's like, "Oh, you got to do this. You got to do this." And like every time I would do it and look at it, I would be disgusted. I was like, "I can't do this. I'm not doing that. I'm just leaving it disgusted in there. I just don't want to."
I never feel like there's a buildup of anything on my tongue.
Yeah,
and
sometimes you'll see people. You'll be out. You'll be at like a 7-Eleven, and you'll be like, "Oh, excuse me," and the person will say like, "No problem," and you look at their tongue, and the back of their tongue, it's green white.
Yeah.
You got a green white? How the hell do you got a green white?
Yeah.
It should be red.
Yeah. It was like an old boat cushion.
Yes. Yeah, it looks like an old dog
cracks.
turd. It's a fuzzy dog turd in the back of your throat.
Are those barnacles?
Like I feel
don't know.
you could feel that, right?
I mean, those people need to scrape it, but I don't have that, so I don't need to scrape.
Yeah. I don't feel like I have any sort of buildup, but then
Do I?
No. Although it's a little shadowy back there.
Well,
that's a natural.
Also, my mustache like hides.
Yeah. All right, next one.
Transitions are so rough. On Monday's ACT titled Ripping Fish Lips, favorite title of the week, Gay Robert offered to take Tom and his family on a sailboat adventure in San Francisco. What are all the reasons Tom and Dan said this would go very wrong? 1 point for each one.
Okay, well, I get blacked out drunk.
Point.
He may come do the comeback here.
He'd be sore in the morning.
No.
No, I
don't think Robert would want to have sex with you.
I dropped the Zodiac motor into the water.
Point.
Yeah, that was one of the funniest ones.
I'd just be generally annoying to Robert's husband.
Wasn't it something about your wife?
God, I forgot what the Zodiac motor.
How many are there? Can you
two more.
There's two more?
Blacked out drunk.
Three more. I lied. 3.
God, I can't remember.
Wouldn't Robert's husband not want it? Is that one? Like he wouldn't want him on the boat?
You guys talked about it a little bit. That's not the That's not the riff you guys went on.
Gotcha.
That's all I remember.
Oh, yeah, I think we're out.
What was the other two?
The other ones are They Stink. They'll clog the toilets in the boathouse. And then drunk Tom is going to be holding Crystal on the front of the boat like Titanic.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys will do some drunken romance. You guys just still do drunken romance, right?
Yeah.
Eden bar, little.
Well, we'd have to both be equally drunk, which rarely happens.
But when it lines up, it's like.
Yeah. Every once in a while, yeah. When she gets drunk, it gives me the pass. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm getting real drunk. Yeah, because no one's going to tell me nothing now.
I'm going to get EMWP drunk.
So I get 2 points for that?
That's 2 points.
All right.
You racked them up.
So what does that put us at now, Tracy?
Phil has 2.
Phil with 2.
You and Dan are tied at 4 each.
Okay, Phil has 2, and you and I are tied at 4.
Okay.
All right.
Tom, make a noise.
Meh.
Make that noise again.
Meh.
That's your noise. Remember that noise.
Okay.
Dan, make a noise. Ooh, oh, God. That's your noise. Remember that noise, Phil? All right. So for this one, we're going to use the track music, the African beats.
Why is everything got to be African? Why are you being racist?
What's the theme of today?
So this game is called Silly Symphony. When I point at you...
Oh, am I not supposed to play that?
Not yet.
Okay.
Let me explain the game. Anytime I point at you, you have to make that noise.
Okay.
And then if you see both hands raised up, everybody makes a noise. Higher the hands, higher the noise. Lower the hands, softer the noise. We will do this until somebody laughs, or if nobody laughs, it's a failure.
Well, what the hell? A failure?
Yeah.
That just means the whole bit's a failure?
And I apologize.
How do you come up with any of this? Because you are like the straightest, most non-drug addicted, normal man
maybe
that I know. And you have the wildest, crazy... This is insane.
Yeah. It's called a normal madman.
Yes, the NMM.
Every once in a while, there's a normal... The BTK killer was that.
Yeah.
Where it's like...
He's helping the children of the church, and he's also also like sniffing panties and murdering people in the basement.
That's extreme normal madman. But then there's like Drew, and there's other people that are relatively normal throughout their whole life, but they do one weird thing.
Yeah,
and this is Drew's.
Just your
weird
concepts
thing.
are they're so unique and like Phil, you're creative. This guy's nuts.
Yes,
in the best way.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Do you guys remember your noise?
Yeah.
All right. If I point at you, you make the noise. Both hands up. That's when everybody's going.
Okay. Now, when you put your hands up, are we supposed to do it over and over, or just one long noise?
You might have to keep doing it over and over because of the noise you chose. But if you can just keep doing it, that's fine too.
Okay. All right.
Okay. You want me to play it?
Play it. Let's go. Let's make some music.
Oh, hold on. Here we go. African background music. Here we go.
Ma.
I think we're done there. I'm making a call.
That's a fail.
I'm making a call.
First fail.
You know, that's called, sometimes.
That sucked.
Sometimes somebody has to step in and be like, you know what? I'm calling it.
I'm glad you did.
What time is it? Well, I said, you know what? Time of death, 1:45. It's dead.
Yeah. That's sometimes it happens.
Yeah, sometimes it happens.
I'm hot now.
Yeah. Sometimes you're like, it didn't work, even though I took the pill.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Next question. Hint. Like Marvin. On Tuesdays, this is just the other day. On Tuesday's ACT titled Screw It and Do It, you talk to comedian Joe, last name I don't know how to pronounce, about Sensabella about his freakouts and getting high. He said he once almost got Baker acted while he was high. What did Tom say would be the worst thing about being Baker acted while you're high?
I just edited this, like literally, like not even an hour ago.
Well, because you're high and you're hungry, and then you're
points.
Okay.
That's it. You said it must be horrible to be Baker acted while on weed because you're like, I am hungry.
It's a baker.
Oh no!
Don't say oh no.
That's a normal madman.
This is when you get booed off Showtime at the Apollo. Yeah. Phil's doing this with his hands. He just said, oh no.
Oh
no. I got what you meant.
All right. Is that it?
No.
Oh,
Still got a mini game and a question.
Okay.
This is the last question, and then we'll end the thing with the last mini game.
Okay.
Hint: Dark Waters. Back to Monday's ACT, Tom and Dan talked to Ross about Blue Springs' new reservation system. Ross mentioned that if Blue Springs hits capacity, you have to go to Ballantine Park, where there's just one swing and a trash can. What did Tom call this spring?
Oh, Tom.
Yeah.
Brown Spring?
Yeah.
Brown Spring.
Do you remember what he said after that?
No, I don't. But it was because of the water is brown. And so the water's brown.
You sure about that?
This is what he said, Phil.
Yeah.
He said it's called Brown Springs for lots of reasons. The water's brown and other reasons.
What are those other reasons?
There we go. See, that's why Daniel's a good partner.
Yeah, I got to step in here and save my man.
All right. There we go. I got a point.
Yeah, point. Last mini game. Can we go ahead and play that last intro?
Do I need a microphone?
You will.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, now,
do you need to go under there and grab it? There is one microphone under there for her.
You have to sit on the couch because now Tracy's got a George Washington wig on.
Yeah, you got. Okay, hand her that microphone.
Okay, all right.
And then I'll get you on Phil's camera. Hold on one second. Just give me a second to prepare.
Okay.
Hold on. Actually, I'm gonna put you on. Sit closer to Drew.
I told you.
Because his camera is easier to
I can't even look at you, Tracy. We're gonna do business later. I got a proposal. Something happened before we got here.
God! Like you look like the president of Real Radio. That's a new character. That's a new character we should start doing. Hold on, I lied to you. Look at that. This is the owner and proprietor of Real Radio 104.1. Harvey. Harvey Stein.
All right, now we're gonna make it more work for Daniel.
It's fine. It's fine. It's worth it for that, man. It's worth it for old Stein. All right, that's a 3X on that. All right. We got it. All right. You got your mic? Go and give me a 1-2 on that.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. But here, hold on. Keep talking. Talk.
Good.
Yeah.
You good? How's that? No?
It's all right.
Not good?
I can pass my mic on over.
Okay.
After I introduce
How's
the...
that?
It's
Is that
working.
better?
It's working.
Okay.
It's just a little off. It's okay.
Okay.
There we go. No, that's better. That's good.
better?
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Let's roll.
All right. I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, you don't even know.
So you just put that on?
You had a wig on. You must have. You know what I'm saying? You
I called you and I told you not you can't tell Drew. I said I can't tell you what we're doing, but I was given like a subject matter, and then I just went with it. So honestly, I really don't know much what's happening.
Okay,
Tracy is the coolest, by the way.
I mean, look at it. I mean, like the fact that you got her to dress up like that is insane-o.
She
All
rocks.
right, I have her intro. Here we go. Let's do it.
This is Smedley Beans. Welcome to the Shark Tank. We have 3 hungry entrepreneurs ready to take a crack at it. But first, they have to impress our shark queen, Mrs. Wonderful. There's a buttload of money to be made, but only if their product doesn't get flushed down the drain. This is Shark Tank.
Oh, would you mix that on a potato?
So this is Shark Tank. You all have a product here that is butt-related.
Oh, great.
And you have to sell this butt-related product to Mrs. Wonderful.
Okay.
Shark Tank.
All
no,
right.
I didn't even hear that intro, so I have no idea what's actually happening.
So
God, I just realized I don't have headphones on.
This is Shark Tank. They have butt-related products that they're going to try to get you to pick.
All right.
So, and then at the end of it, you're going to pick whose product is the best. They get 3 points.
Okay.
Who's ready to pitch?
And so I ask them questions.
I'll pitch.
All right,
I'll
here we go.
Okay.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Dan Dennis, and I'm here to pitch you my brand new product, DD Mega Doo Doo. It's a children's doll with constant wet poo-poos.
You can ask questions if you want.
You can ask me anything about it, but I guarantee it'll be the greatest product on the market.
Is this a concept or is it already in production?
It's both a concept, but I do have one model in production, and I'm ready to go. Whenever you want to sign that check, I can get the factory to pump them out.
Okay, and my second question would be, what kind of poo-poo is coming out of that? Is it solid?
I'm glad you asked that. In order to combat childhood obesity, we've taken upon Michelle Obama's original mandate within schools, and we have put nutrition back into the schools. This baby will spray straight vitamin doo-doos that are easy to eat and educational and good for your body.
Last question. Does this doll come in different races?
It does not.
Okay, all right.
Well, you can just do one generic.
It's one generic doll. They all are red.
All right.
All dolls are red.
Okay,
Tom,
all right,
let's hear your product.
All right, Mrs. Wonderful.
Yes.
I've got a product for you. So, what in life is your biggest pet peeve? It's a liar, right?
Yeah.
So you want to know.
I like how you started.
So you want to know if someone's lying to you in your daily activities as a boss, as a coworker, in life, your husband or wife. So now, if you had a personal lie detector, wouldn't that be awesome?
That would.
Yes. So, but here's the problem. If you have a lie detector that is seen by people, they'll know you have it on, and people are uncomfortable by that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, oh, are you wearing a lie detector? And they open your shirt, and they're like, it's on you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
it happens all the time.
Yeah, it's around your neck or whatever. You're like, oh, when you're wearing it. Wait, but they won't check your butt.
Wow.
It's the world's first butt plug lie detector.
I love this.
So, and it vibrates every time someone's lying to you. So you know truth or lies. So if someone's telling the truth, it's not going to be vibrating your butt. But if someone lies to you, it vibrates your butt. You know, and only you know, because obviously who else is feeling your butt but yourself? Butt plug lie detector. All you have to do is buy in for 40%. I take 60%. And then I need you to do the rest of the work too, because I don't want to really do much of it's just
look, the sharks are all asleep.
What's the name of the product?
The whole truth.
Okay. All right.
We all go, and then Tracy has to pick one. Or,
Can I ask you a question or two about your product? Is it battery operated, or does it charge by USB?
Oh, it's USB.
Okay. And how long does it hold the charge?
Only 30 minutes.
So what if you like to surround yourself with a bunch of liars and you run out of a charge?
Yeah, it's a what? Come on, with all the questions here. I'm an inventor.
It doesn't sound like he wants you to invest.
No, it doesn't.
But all that will come later with your money.
You're dead to me.
All right. Okay.
As Mr. Wonderful says.
All right, Mrs. Wonderful. I have the product that actually will work here. Okay. All right. Everybody's a YouTuber nowadays, right? Everybody gets their views and money and monetization off of pranks, right?
Yes.
And have you been to a party before where everybody's using the bathroom?
Yes.
Right? And have you ever wanted to lay a prank on somebody where you left an upper decker?
No. But
I've got one. I've got one better for you. The ultimate prank tool. This is the Clogger's toilet paper, the unflushable toilet paper. No longer will you actually have to take a poo up on the upper deck. You can install the the Clogger's toilet paper as the ultimate prank. So people, when they use the bathroom, they will never be able to flush it ever again.
You know what's interesting about this game? Drew is a psychopath.
I know. He's a normal madman. I said it.
Yeah, but like some of the things coming out of him that he's just sitting in front of his laptop, he's just chopping it up, and his wife's over there watching some wholesome Little House on the Prairie or Netflix or something, and she doesn't even know that literally 3 feet to her right, he's over there just cranking away at a bunch of just insane stuff.
Yeah, BTK. He's doing atrocities in his garage.
100%.
All right, I have one question about the toilet paper.
Okay.
Can it be customized? Like, can you put someone's face, like their picture on it?
Osama bin Laden.
Absolutely.
Or the homeowner.
Absolutely.
Get him twice.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I saved from my dad dying was his roll of Saddam Hussein toilet paper.
Okay.
I did save that.
All right.
Miss Wonderful.
Yes.
Who do you want to go with? Who are you going to invest in?
I mean... Oh, God, this is really, really tough. Unfortunately, I'm going to say definitely no to the toilet paper.
Oh, there's money right there.
I know, but
Brown dollars.
I'm sorry. It is reusable, but I think I'm torn between the red doll that poops, and Tom. But I think I'm gonna have to go with Tom's because everybody wants to pick out a liar and needs a butt plug.
Oh, there we go.
The whole truth.
All right. You heard from Mrs.
Good job,
Wonderful.
Tracy. You knew.
I knew where it was
Get
going.
your butt plugs at Fairview.
Oh, this is just like FIFA. Argentina wins. I knew it.
Yeah.
You know who puts mayonnaise on your bread?
I do. Okay.
Is that a saying?
I don't think so. So that's 3 points to Tom. Who wins?
I don't know. My paper's over there.
Yeah, you're gonna just add 3. I think Tom wins.
Okay.
I think
All right.
I rigged it too.
Is this the first time you've won?
No, I've won before.
Yeah, you have won
Remember
before.
those gloves, stupid gloves?
Oh.
So sorry, Joe. They were stupid.
Well, you are now the king of game show trivia on ACT, and as a king, you now have your own fireworks sword.
Oh,
that's a good gift.
All right.
That is a good gift.
Hold on, that's a great gift that he will actually use. That is a fantastic gift. A
Boys are gonna
fireworks
fight
sword.
over it.
Put that on your camera. I
Do that
got
with
you
the
on
boys.
Glow
Yeah.
saber.
Oh, that is fantastic.
That's pretty rad.
Yeah, that is good, right?
Yeah.
You know what? You've stepped up your prizes this time.
Thanks.
That's a damn good prize, man. Well done.
I will put a video on the BDM page later of my.
But wear your kilt.
Yeah. Oh, that way, if I give it to my sons, they're
Paint
like,
your face.
blows their hands off. If you blow my son's hands off, I'll be coming for you.
You don't know
even
where
though
what are you gonna do?
You did
I have
it.
no way.
We'll never see him again. If that blew your son's hand off, we'd be like trying to find you. You'd be long gone.
Yeah, the cops are like, "Where do you think he lives?" I'm like, "I don't even have a clue."
And they'd be like, "Why did you let him in to do game shows?"
They're like, "Is he married? Does he have kids?" I'm like, "I don't know that either."
They're like, "Well, what do you know about him?" We're like, "Nothing. Absolutely nothing."
The game show Drew. That's it. White.
Yeah. He's got some muscles.
All right, Drew. Well, thank you very much for doing this.
Good game show, buddy. That was a good one. Fro. I was calling you your intern name, Phil. Thank you for participating, buddy. That was good. That was really good.
Let's plug your website, kidneyforphil.com, correct?
Yeah, kidneyforphil.com. So I am actively looking for a living kidney donor. I do have stage 5 kidney failure, so I don't have much time if nothing happens.
Give him your sword. He doesn't have much time. No, I'm serious.
Look, this will make you feel funny for about.
This will make it better.
But yeah, if you want to know more about me or my journey or how you can help, just go to kidney4phil.com.
Cool.
Yeah, and you definitely should. Yeah, man. For sure.
All right. We will see you on Monday.
Yes, sir.